Hello again, everyone, for the Elite Racing Network. I am Gary Godsoe, and it is race day in Indianapolis, and you are looking live at the world's greatest virtual race course, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, as we're just moments away from letting loose 33 of the fastest sim racers in the world as they attempt to forever etch their name in the ERL's database as the winner of the 13th running of the Indianapolis 500. I'd like to welcome all of you to our race day coverage on this Thursday, October 17th, 2024. Joining me, as always, in the booth, my broadcast partner all season long is Luis Gonzalez Nunez. LGN, welcome to your first ERL Indy 500 race day.
Ooh, the Indy 500 again. So this is the second on the year. My first time for sure. Good afternoon for everyone, all the viewers on ERL. So today is a special day. So we have the second time, like I said, on the year, the new edition on Indy 500. You know, Gary, everybody want to be a champion in any league. So you want to be a champion. I want to be a champion. But winning the greatest spectacle of the race, the Indy 500, is something no one over to forget. So, for example, because now we have a Google and all the stuff, we can search and said, oh, who's winning the 1997 Indy 500? Before we don't have all the stuff, but the people know Ariel Leiden, they won the race by the pole. Talking about Pinheiro today. Mm-hmm. But who remember? Maybe a couple of people remember about Tony Stewart won the championship in the IRL that time, especially also too Eddie Cheever in '98. Kenny Brack won the IRL. Or go back about the AJ Foyt, the last winner, 1977. Won the Indy 500, the last one, but some of them mentioned about Tony Sniva. So I think it's very important today for all of these 33 drivers to win the race, because also for the championship we have all the top 10 in the field today. Couple other is in the field. So today we're gonna claim a new winner for the Indy 500 here in ERN.
All right, and welcome to the broadcast, everybody. Without further ado, let's get into the pre-race ceremonies for the singing of God Bless America, made famous by everyone's favorite adopted Hoosier mother, Mrs. Brady, otherwise known as Florence Henderson. Please welcome Aaron Pritchett for the singing of God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans wide with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans wide with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
And now, to honor America, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the
by the United States Air Force Brigadier General Bradley J. Ace Armbruster. No Indy 500 experience is complete until you have sang this song with 300,000 of your closest and newest and dearest friends. Made famous by Jim Neighbors, but also sung by such icons as Mel Torme and Dinah Shore. You can't say you've been to the Indy 500 until you've belted out back home again in Indiana. To lead us in this year's rendition, we join Eric Pritchett once more for the singing of this iconic pre-race tune.
Back home again.
Back home again.
In Indiana, where it seems that I can see the gleaming candlelight still burning bright through the sycamores for me. The new moon sends all its fragrance through the fields I used to roam. When I dream about the moonlight on the Wabash, how I long for my Indiana home. When I dream about the moonlight on the Wabash, how I long for my Indiana home.
And now, race fans, it's time for those most famous words in all of auto racing. Here to issue the command is 11-time IndyCar winner and 4-time Indy 500 starter, Mexico's favorite son, Adrian Fernandez.
Thank you for tuning in the 13th running of the Elite Indy 500. Drivers, start your engines.
And the command is given as the field is roaring to life. Engines are now coming online. We will start lining up in our rows of 3 very shortly. There'll be 4 pace laps before we go green. But before we get there, we gotta do tonight's starting lineup here from Indianapolis. Starting from the pole for the second time with a 4-lap average of 227.866 miles per hour. He has over 680 iRacing wins to his credit. He's a former iRacing Indycar Fixed and ERL Series champion. He finished 4th here in May and is looking for his first win after 5 starts. From Brazil, it's 4-wide Adriano Pinheiro. In the middle front row with a 4-lap average of 227.851 miles per hour. Today will be his 27th career start in the ERL IndyCar Series. It will be his first at Indianapolis. He joins a long line of other notable drivers such as Mario Andretti, Nigel Mansell, and Juan Montoya as rookies who have started on the front row for their first 500. He is 5th in the season championship from the United States. It's Jordan Owens. On the outside of the front row, with a 4-lap average of 227.820 miles per hour, is American Presley Sora. Presley is a veteran of 4 Indy 500 starts and by far has his best starting position today. He has started and finished in the mid-pack back in May, but with a wide-open road ahead of him at the start. Can this racing veteran turn start number 5 into win number 1? We're going to be watching. And now for the remainder of the 33-car field, back in row 2. It's Frankenfeld, Schold, and Bodie. Frankenfeld has 12 starts and is a former pole sitter and series champion. Scholl has never won an IR18 race here, but has found victory lane in the Freedom 100. Bodie is among the series points leaders this season and won at Motegi back in August. Row 3, Smith, Scarlett, and Collins. Smith has 6 points for the championship and has been fast all throughout the week. Scarlett's a multi-time winner here in the Oval in other IndyCar series, most recently the Formula Indy series as their Indy 300 winner. Can she join Kenny Brack as a driver started 8th who won for the Indy 500? We shall see. In 9th is Collins. Collins has nearly 550 iRacing wins and is a regular participant in the top split in the IndyCar Oval Series. And we know he has based on the ovals. Row 4 is Alexander de Groot and Hibbs. Seb recently won the Bohr IndyCar race at Laguna Seca and is on a momentum roll coming into Indy. De Groot has come close to winning with the best finish of second. He's a threat. He's such a threat to win here. He even has a race strategy named after him. When Nick isn't racing, you can find him writing articles on motorsport.com. Hibbs won in an exciting New Hampshire race here last season, out dueling eventual series champion Jason Brophy to the checkered flag. He will need to equal that effort and more if he can pull off the win today. Row 5, Vinci, Spath, and Staley. Vinci is a former TI Racing, RIL, and FIS series champion. He's also the series points leader and defending 500 champion. He's the only former 500 winner in the field. The last time we saw a real 500 with only one former winner in the field was 1996. Spath, on the outside of him, recently finished 3rd in the last season of the Formula Indy Series. He finished 8th here in May after starting 28th. He's lined up next to his teammate. Can this dynamic duo make their way to the front? We shall see. And lined up outside of them is Stanley. He's our most recent winner in the series, getting the W at a very demanding Laguna Seca race. Back in row 6 is Holmes, Akabuezi, and White. Holmes is making his first 500 start and 4th IndyCar start overall. Hamilton, despite being an ERL Indy 500 rookie, is the most experienced driver in the row. He is a rookie in name only and a driver to watch, driving for the famous super team, Team I5G. And White on the outside, making his first career start today in the Indy 500, his 8th career start overall. Back in row 7, Jesper Orman, Trost, and Stouffer. Orman is representing Team IAR along with Alexander. He has over 200 iRacing wins as well as wins in the EIS, VOR, and PRML IndyCar series. Trost, since his beginning his iRacing career, has amassed over 5,200 starts, 1,152 oval wins, and 2,500 top 5s. Since passing will be tough today, it will be an understatement to say that this driver is going to be definitely one to watch. Stouffer is a former ERL race winner, has also achieved wins in the Dark Horse and Lionheart series. Row 8, Vandermaal, Herrick, and Weeks. Justin is in his first Indy 500 start and is challenging for the rookie series and the season Rookie of the Year. Jim Herrick is a team owner of Team 4D Racewear and is a race winner at the Lionheart level. Weeks is in his first full season in the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series, but he's a 2-time ERL Cup Series champ and shouldn't be overlooked. Row 9, Campbell, Ferreira, Rajesh. Campbell is a regular competitor in the top split of the IndyCar Oval Series. When he isn't sim racing, he races for real as a crew member on Dale Coyne Racing. Ferreira recently won the Amateur Division Championship at the Formula Indy Series. If you're looking for a dark horse top 10 finisher, look no further than the cruising Costa Rican. Rajesh is one of the full true rookies here, making his first career ERL and 500 start in the same race. Row 10, Josh Adams, Glendworth, and Wadsworth. Adams is also in his first ERL and 500 start. Lindy has started on the podium, or has finished on the podium in the last 2 IndyCar Oval seasons. He's a regular participant in the top split races. If his internet holds out, excuse me, it smells my voice. If his internet can hold out, we'll watch him storm to the back to the front. Justin Wadsworth makes his second ERL IndyCar start today. And back in the final row, Hobson, Stanley, and Rebilas. Hobson is a regular participant in the Dark Horse DW12 series, but he can pilot an IR-18 too. He hopes to follow in the footsteps of his namesake here at Indy. Stanley had a rough go of it trying to qualify for the race, but he's here in 32nd, and as they say, if you can make the race, anything can happen. And finally, to sponsor today's race, Mark Rebilas. Mark started 27th and finished 20th in May. Can our sponsor improve on his top 20 from before? We will watch as he comes from 33rd. That is our starting lineup.
The engine sound out.
Yeah, we can bring that down. That's not a problem. And we are lined up, prepared to go racing. The ERL Indy 500 by the numbers, 1 former winner, 2 former ERL IndyCar champions, 5 countries representatives, 7 former ERL IndyCar race winners, 9 former ERL champions from all divisions, 13 rookies, 16 former ERL race winners from all divisions, 21 teams represented, 200 laps, and 500 miles to win the Indy 500. That is it. We're set to go racing, LGN.
We are ready for the race, so the pace car is coming in. You made the call, my friend.
And coming down in perfect alignment of rows of 3. The leader in the field has been turned over to our pole setter, Adriano Pernero, who's bringing the field down to green flag. And we are green underway, 200 laps here at Indianapolis for the 13th running of the ERL Indy 500. Owens to the lead. Wasting no time. He goes to put a block. I think it's a little early to block, especially Pernero. Panero's going to send it into 1. Wow.
I think so. It's very, very important to be on the front, but check it out. The temperature on the track right now. Too hot for a started, but it's coming Piñero again.
Yeah, 120, 120 track temperature. Here we see Caleb Benzie getting a drop on our defending champion on Seb Alexander. Moved Caleb Benzie up 2 spots. Also up 2 spots is Nick DeGroot, who's being dogged by Jacob Collins right now. Back up front, Pernero to the lead, side by side, Sora and Frankenfeld.
Very interesting about Presley Sora. He is a part-time Arca Menards driver.
He is.
It is. I didn't know that until I start to check all these people around. And he is he used the same team he have actually currently in the series. He's a team, how do I say that? Oh, Fast Track Racing team. So he used the same name on the Arca series.
Now the Fast Track team is a stout team. Ooh! Indica Scarlet kissing the wall coming off of corner number 2.
Ooh. Too early for hit the wall.
Yeah,
now.
no kidding. So at the front, it is Pernero, it is Owens, it is Sora, Frankenfeld, Fody is your top 5. Schold, Scarlett, Smith, DeGroot, Benzie. Hunter Smith making a move on Indycar. Indycar might have damage from that kiss of the wall just a couple turns ago in turns 2. Move Hunter Smith up to 7th.
Kind of dangerous. Yeah, hit the wall in this moment is. I know it's disadvantage, but I think she is. It's okay. I don't see any problems. So now, I think so. Everybody's take care about the tires and also take care about the track because I came in a little more high. So now it's gonna be difficult. Maybe after maybe 1 hour or 2 hours, gonna be going down. But now it's like a chill around the track.
It's time to calm down, get into your normal rhythm. Trey Holmes down 4 spots, having a little bit of a rough start. Up 4 spots is Christopher. He's one of our biggest gainers of the day, but to nobody's surprise, here's your big gainer right here. Also, Caleb Bency up 4 spots. Our defending race winner and points series leader coming into this race. Owens to the inside of Pinero at the start-finish line. Back to the lead. Sora might follow him through, and he does. Oh, almost contact.
Don't get in close. Don't get in close yet. Wow. Before the contact, I should be said. I have to say about maybe Pinheiro figured out to save fuel. We saw the former winner over here in the IRN or Elite IndyCar Series Indy 500, Maleshka. In the official did at least 38 laps on fuel tank. So
yeah.
I think the people have to remember, if you don't save fuel now, to the end it's going to be a handicap.
And remember, if you remember last, the 500 in May, Robert fell back. Logan Spath getting close to the exit of that turn 2 wall there. He's in 13th. We're watching Caleb, who's now up 5 spots as he's now attacking Hunter Smith in the Little Eagle squad. Smith and Schold lined up in 6th and 7th. Looks like he's going to have a run on him coming down the main straight.
I see a lot of people getting sliced on exit on turn 4. So it's just we have only what 9 laps, 10 laps.
Yeah,
very dangerous. So I see Stoffer can. So I think so. The for sure, the pass is not for inside. The pass is always for outside, basically in the middle of the track. But it's not middle over here. It's not. It's only one track or line.
Yeah. Caleb on the inside of Hunter Smith. I want to say hello to everybody watching in Stowe. We know the whole fam's there watching. And they're watching their boy try to repeat in the same form that Joseph Newgarden did. And back up front, Pinero continues to lead now, working the snake as Owens is second, Sora third. Owens second, Sora third, Frankenfeld fourth. So the top 4 holding station. Of the top 5, the only one to gain a position is Fody, who got the drop on Schold at the start of the race. Since then, he's been holding his station in P5. Everyone doing the snake down the front stretch. So I'm not sure why we're kind of desperately. I tell you why. Now that I think about it, I mean, they're trying to hold on to that draft. The draft is hugely important. Yeah,
for sure. It's something I did too. It's like, I want to be on the front. I want to. Yeah. But at some point, you figure out it's like, okay, it's 200 laps. It's not like we race in another league 100 laps. Or
yeah, this is not the Indy Oval Series where you.
Iron Schold. Yeah,
in the wall, and that's going to cost him some momentum down the front straight, and he's going to get passed on the high side by Smith. and trying to bring with him is Caleb. Caleb is going to come through, and probably so is Scarlett. And Scholl is hurting right now. He is really hurting.
He's hurt too much. He's completely lost. So, yeah, I want to say game over because without that thing, you cannot be faster. Actually, you have to be careful because you can lose the car on the exit. So be careful of all the cars. At least you have to make it one more lap. So it's good for Ryan Schultz. Try to stay calm over there.
Well, looks like he's back racing. He's racing Stouffer. He had the draft help that time to help drag race Stouffer into one. But it doesn't look like his car is behaving very well. It looks a little unstable. And he is continues to get past as he takes the outside, getting past to the inside. Now dipping to the inside. Yes. Might be coming to pit road. No, he's going to stay to the inside going into 3.
I think he must to go to the pit now because it's a couple dangers of all of these drivers, especially with the handle with the track we have now. But still outside, so it's still in the track. But it's gonna lose at least couple laps or more on the track in maybe 45 or 1 hour later.
Yeah, he's now down 14 spots, so he is hurting for certain. And the first window to open really it will not occur for another 6 more laps at the very least. So he needs to at least hang on to when the earliest window opens at lap 20. Although we're looking closer to lap with all the extra pace laps that they ran with full tanks, we're probably looking closer to 33, 34, 35 in terms of where they can go on that first stint. So we'll continue to monitor that as Ryan Schultz is now, looks like he might be back up to speed and at least a little bit more stable. But we'll go back up to the front. There's Pinero now pulling out to a 0.6 of a second lead over Owens. As now the top 5 have really spread out. Caleb Bency, you see right there, he managed to avoid that little incident. Now is trying to still run down Hunter Smith. I told you in the intro, Hunter Smith has been fast all month long. He's been actually really competitive all season long in this season. And I suspect that he's not going to lay down for the defending race winner.
For sure. All these people have to remember, we know it's the Indy 500, but it's point for the championship. And especially with Pinheiro, currently we don't mention about the championship points around. Actually, I don't have it around, but I'm gonna find it. So they need to figure it out.
I do have the points. I will put those on the. Yeah, I will put those up on the screen here. Nothing fancy, just from Sim Racer Hub. Bency is your leader by 6 over Stanley, Fody, Pinero, and Owens. That is your top 5 in points.
So yeah, like I said, so the top 10, they are here. Everybody's here, so they are. So I actually something to forget. So. The big loser of this race is Victor Del Porto.
Oh, yes.
He's a veteran on this. He have actually I have already down over here. Del Porto have 9 participation on 9 times he started in this Indy 500. So he is with Chad the most started on Indy 500 over here.
Driver with the most starts is Frankenfeld, and Frankenfeld's starting to kind of fall into that Tony Kanaan category as are you ever going to win one? And this is his 12th start today. Actually, Kanaan won in his 13th start, so there is still hope for Chad, who's hanging out here in 4th spot, still very early, halfway through the run for a lot of these drivers. 18 of 200. Mark Janes, unfortunately, could not join us due to a family commitment. We will catch him back again in May when we have the 14th running of the ERL Indy 500. And wow, Frankenfeld's back into his car looks a little loose as the snake continues to roll down the front stretch.
Looking for the winner. Yeah, I think so. The people. Oh no! I saw Stoffer try to attempt to. Sorry, Aquavesi tried to attempt to stop it. So I think so the people realize about, for sure we see Piñeiro make a waving around to the track, try to Owens put it back, but I think everything is going normal, and I think that people understand is 200 laps. So we're really talking about how important it is survive the first and 150 and 180 laps. The real race, like said Joseph Newgarden said, after 30 laps is the main, and when the race started.
Yeah, I mean, the old strategy back that everyone kind of follows suit is Rick Mears, is it's getting through the first 150 laps, get through the first 160 laps, which is the first 400 miles, and race for the last 100, something like that. That is really the way to win here for a lot of these drivers. The strategy, if they're playing the long game, it really is who can get to lap 170 for their last stop.
I see Hunter Smith
and Caleb Benzie to the inside. Side by side through one into the short chute, still side by side going into two. But that time Hunter Smith is going to have to give up and give the position to Caleb Benzie, move him up to sixth. Now up 7 spots in this 500.
So Hunter is getting super loose. It's super loose. And now I see it for 2 laps. He's loose on the exit on turn 4 and also loose on the turn 1 when the wind is more fast now. So
it's actually a pretty light wind. I think it's a track temperature. It's 123.
You're right. 51 Celsius for all the outside America.
Pinheiro now still hanging around that 0.6 of a second lead at 0.5 really now, right now to Owens. Owens hanging tough in second with that little bit of dirty air that he's getting from Pinheiro. Sora in third, Frankenfeld holding tough in fourth. Bodie hanging tough as well in fifth. And he is now getting run down by Caleb Benzie, who's starting to lower that deficit. Here's Nick de Groot in a battle with Indica Scarlet. Longer he stays in the top 10, the more that we got to pay more attention to the de Groot strategy.
So everybody talking about in the field, how difficult is it to set up. So we see like a Trost, who's the fastest guys in the fixed series. In the 20th position, tried to going on the front, but I think so. The strategy is important. How do you save it? Whoa.
Oh, Clindy getting a little squirrely there coming off of corner number 4.
There was Clindy. Do you know when you change the map?
Yeah.
The car is more slow, but also a little more stable on the track, but sometimes getting surprised on there. So also because it's long run, it's happened to me too. I feel like a sleepy sometimes.
Yeah,
like
losing focus a little bit.
Yeah. So that kind of things make a mistake and game over. So very important to be up.
The one thing I always tell people about when I spot for them is don't follow in the exact tire tracks of the car in front of you, because that car and that driver can lose a focus and lose that little bit of sleepiness, or get that little bit of sleepiness, and next thing they know is they're up in the wall, and because you're just so closely following them, you're in the wall too.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly. You do what the car in front to. Yeah, exactly. You're like you copy what is the front. Yes. sometimes work when you make a strategy to try to keep the car back, and try to leave the dirty air. Sometimes works to make some risk move to kind of close to the wall, but you don't touch it. But you see on your windows, you see the car on the back, you hit the wall because he followed you. So sometimes works, and mostly no. And sometimes karma is going in 20 very close on the wall. So sometimes the karma is coming back for maybe later.
Closest battle on the racetrack right now. Seb Alexander, Jacob Collins. It's a battle for 10th. So is there going to be anybody that's going to do a strategy pit-wise? Maybe come to pit road earlier, go for a short fill, try to get a jump on some people here. Maybe try to do a little bit of an overcut. Maybe try an undercut strategy. Who knows? I mean, we got pit stops coming up. So is someone going to be... I don't really see us in the racing form right now because everyone's kind of started to get spread out because of conditions.
Yeah, for sure. But I think waiting for something because we already saw it. So I talked to Maleska, our 3 times Indycar, Indy 500 winner over here. He can do 38 laps on the fuel tank. So,
and first stops are occurring. Pinero, pit road.
Wow, that's a good call. I don't know, it's a good call, but you're gonna be on the end to the stink. Maybe on the end, what is 30 laps to go? Maybe let's see if he's.
Yeah, he is actually a little ahead of schedule on pit road, so that's kind of what you get for leading. But when you're fast, you're fast. I mean, if the car wants to go, you go. He hits his marks down on the jacks. Full tank of Shell fuel and a new set of Firestone tires down and away. And he will rejoin the field, and he should stay on the lead lap. That's going to turn the lead over to Jordan Owens. Also coming to pit road is that is Frankenfeld and Hunter Smith.
Oh,
and we got Stouffer coming to pit road too. So there's Frankenfeld. There is Hunter Smith. There's Stouffer. And that might be Schultz. So the Little Eagle team on a strategy right at lap 30.
I don't know. It's too close, but hey, they know.
Yeah.
They know what to do. So,
they know what they're doing. They're coming to lap 30. But Owens is going to stay out. He's going to lead one more lap. That's going to leave him as a leader. Sora now second. And move Caleb Bency up into third, up 10 spots.
By the way, Bency faster lap. 41.
Yeah, 41 flat. 41.404 or 040, excuse me.
Now it's Hamilton Aquavisi, 40.8.
Late in the run, getting those fast laps on these used tires and light tanks. It's pretty impressive.
By the way, oh no, I have to change it to the other one.
Oh, here comes Owens. Here comes Sora. Here comes Bency. Lap 31. Here comes Indica Scarlett. Here comes Nick DeGroot. Seb Alexander is staying out. He is going to go long. Fody is also going long as well.
And 112 Fahrenheit on track. That's why maybe because it's fast. And Trost make his fastest lap for now.
We'll watch Caleb Bency. There's Hibbs coming to his spot, hitting his marks. He's up on the jacks. Bency down and away.
40's coming now.
And Bency gets around Sora. And now he's racing Owens off pit road. There's Frankenfeld, who did an earlier stop. He's going to get around both of them. He might get the jump. Staying out is Ethan Stanley. He is their leader. He won the last race at Laguna Seca. Hamilton Akabuwizi. That famous Team I-5G. He also he's going to take a shot to the inside of Stanley going in the 3. Hamilton won one of the bigger Indy 500s back in May. Looking to do another big Indy 500, and he comes to pit road, beating Stanley, and that's going to leave Jesper Orman now staying out, as well as Brandon Trost. So when we were talking to Brandon, who won the race that we had at Vegas on our P1 broadcast on Tuesday, he said that he was going to have to use some strategy to get to the front, and he is going fuel strategy.
I think so. In my call, it's a good call. Trost is now beat now.
Matthew Weeks now third, Kabawizi fourth, but he's hitting pit road. Pinero now cycling back up to fourth. Orman coming to pit road. Trost coming to pit road. Matthew Weeks, does he stay out or come to pit road this time by? He's coming to pit road this time by.
Look at that, Moreira and Campbell. Well, no. I think so. Moreira left to Ryan Campbell the position on pit road. He came side by side on the exit.
We'll see how this field shakes out, and we'll do a complete reset. Orman is the leader. He's coming down off of the jack. So is Trost. Here's Pinero on the main straight. He's going to jump them both. And now what size lead is he going to have as Frankenfeld's right with him?
You see, it's coming fast, all of this. So I didn't realize we have the first pit stop ready.
Everybody, first pit stop. We are green for 35 laps here. Coming to the 100-mile mark at lap 40 here soon. But Pinero lengthens his lead out over Frankenfeld, over P2 by 2 seconds. Frankenfeld moves up to second. Owens is back to third. Bensi up to fourth. Sora back to fifth. Smith, Fody, Alexander, Scarlett, and DeGroot kind of all in the same position as they were when they came to pit road, all just in the middle portion of the top 10 there. Akabawizi with a big run up into the order here. He's currently 11th, Stanley 12th, Stouffer 13th, Orman 14th, and Collins back to 15th.
Nice call for Bensi, 9th spot for now. This is 4th position. Remember, last season he won from the middle of the...
Yeah, he was in the middle of the pack. I think he came back from 20th, I think, to win that race.
Now he was a 15, I think.
So. Okay. I know we got to get the stats up, yeah.
Okay. Today started in 15, 16. So I want to let you know what's last season.
Yeah, he started 22nd last year.
Wow.
Beating for the win, beating Robert Malechka by 0.004 of a second. Vandermarl to the inside of Trey Holmes. This is the battle for 21st. Clear Vandermarl, and he is now he has the position over Holmes. Move Vandermarl up 1 spot. Trey Holmes now down 6.
By the way, it's very, very, very important how you enter to the pit. So, because Chad Frankenfeld and Pinheiro came very good to the entry on the pit lane, Chad is coming second now, and Pinheiro is 2 seconds of front on the Owens. It should be Owens over there, and Precisora now is 5th. So, I think it's very important how. Always I said, practice pit lane.
Practice those green flag pit stops.
Always.
If you enjoy ERN's coverage of the Elite Racing League Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series and respect the stream, please do us a solid. Make sure you support us by subscribing. And while you're at it, don't forget to smash like and click the bell so you'll miss out on future ERN broadcasts. Next time you will see the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series will be next week at Detroit, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time next Thursday, as the grind for the season begins after Indianapolis. But that is our next scheduled stop here for the IndyCar Series. Make sure to join us then. Currently watching a back-and-forth battle here for 21st spot between Justin Vandermarl and Trey Holmes. Pretty entertaining back here. Jim Herrick, Matthew Weeks watching from afar. You guys might be trying to swap the position here to reel in the cars in front of them. Give you a little idea of where we have for gaps out on the racetrack.
Well, at least I think so. Make a make a switch to try to catch Piñeiro. It's not gonna work because it's too hot. The track, the setup is not handled good in the exit. So I think so. Keep it one person to try to push in is much better than make the teamwork.
Hunter Smith to the inside of Presley Sora. Can't make it stick.
Surprise on Hunter Smith. Really have a bad timing on the last stint, and now it's getting strong.
Yeah, top 14 is pretty stacked up, and that's from Pinero back to Orman. And then there's about a second gap back to Collins, who is pulling a very small train of Trost, Schultz, Spath, and Hibbs. Or actually Spath, Hibbs, then back another 3 seconds. So there's a big fall off there, but Hibbs and White are in a train there. They're trying to run down the cars in front of them. Not a lot of passing, though. The biggest mover is by far Caleb Bency with 9 spots. Akabawizi with 6. Stouffer with 8.
We didn't mention about the qualifying. So today I checked the qualifying and I said, okay, this is the order, blah, blah, blah. And then I figured out Justin Furner and David Tucker, they out for maybe some. So Marshall
I think
Stanley.
Fordner had a family priority, and I'm not sure what happened to Tucker, but yeah, so we had actually Marshall Stanley, I believe, made the starting lineup, as well as
Mark Rebilas.
Mark Rebilas, yeah, that's right. So the sponsor got to make the race. Mark Rebilas is the sponsor here. Sometimes
always is important on qualifying also push everything. It doesn't matter if you do slow lap on the first lap, but try to push because this is the stuff that happen after that. So somebody can missing for something, you can have the spot for them. So unfortunately, for you remember Ryan Hunt?
Yes.
So he got out because he lost the spot on Mark Rebilas. So that's unfortunate about that.
And Pinero should be reminded, everybody, he won the 500-miler at Pocono, so he has won 1 jewel of the P1 Triple Crown Challenge, and if he gets the win today, he gets a $25 bonus and the second crown of the challenge as we move on to the final race, the final 500-mile race at Michigan later this season, where he can get an opportunity to win the P1 Triple Crown.
Oh, we have a 1 DNF. Gabby Gibbs.
Evan Hibbs out, yeah.
Is out. I see it touch the wall, but it's not really a big deal over there. Yeah.
One of our winners from last season at New Hampshire having some issues early on and has retired to be finishing 33rd at lap 44.
Yeah. Kind of weird.
Pinero now pulling away to a 2.3 second lead over Chad Frankenfeld. Chad hanging tough in second. And there is Jordan Owens, and right behind him, Caleb Bency. The lack of racing of these top 3 or 4 right here make me think that they're trying to hit a number.
I think the number is going to be equal. I don't know. Not now. Maybe, well, because I run alone. So when I run alone, I make my calculation. My mind is always never matched to the end. So they have a people can match the laps to the end. So maybe it's gonna match, but I'm gonna get surprised if I see Trost from. Where's Trost? I don't see Trost around.
Trost is back in 16th.
16 to second by fighting for the victory. So because catch and make the calculation very good. So
Riding with Nick DeGroot in 10th as he's been experimenting with different lines, I've noticed. That time low through 3, low through 4. You see Indica Scarlet right in front of him going higher through 3 and 4. Probably why he's going lower, to get the air on the front wing planes there. Across the yard of bricks down into 1. Let's see his line this time. And he's rolling out of it quite a bit. Down to the white line that time. Down to the white line in 2 this time. So maybe it was just an anomaly catching him on the higher line. Definitely is doing a lot of throttle play to help that car rotate. Indica with a very high arc into the corners. Definitely see the difference in lines. Indica that time a very high line through 4.
But I see Indica, a very good on the track. So you know when you see people without in the fixed series, so actually in the series and the fixed, and you come in here and see Indica or Tyler 40 is always running on the older series and here in elite series, or what else? Coming over these people is faster and there is getting good. So I think so. She's running very good right now. I think so. She understands because the track is very difficult. She understands the car and how to handle it with the track. So she do the same line with everybody. But I think she's very more careful on the exit. I don't see any slice over there with her. Basically.
Maintaining well in 9th for Indica, up down 1 spot from where she started, but she did qualify in the fast 12.
I don't want to jinx, but yeah.
51 of 200, everyone roughly 20 laps now into their second stint. So guess what? We're not that far away from the next round of pit stops. In fact, Pinero went 28 laps that first stint. He's at 22 already. He's about another 6 laps away from making stop number 2.
Jasper Orman, 34. Also Trost, 34 too. That's the 2 guys did more laps around.
Orman's up 6 spots to 13th. We should definitely pay attention to him later in this race. I mean, the whole top 20 is really a who's who. And there's a driver coming to pit road behind this battle. That might be Ryan Schold. He might be having mileage issues just from by virtue of probably having a ill-handling car and maybe some body work that's some bubbled on him. That might be catching some air. So he's coming to pit road for his second scheduled stop. But this, all throughout the top 20 is really a who's who or all-star list of whether one of the all-star drivers here in the ERL or one of the all-star drivers in the Indycar or the iRacing Indycar community. Everybody here is really, truly very, very, very talented at what they do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. That's what I tried to said. I think so. I said a bad word, but it's everybody's equal.
Yeah.
Basically, everybody's equal. Doesn't matter how IR rating you are, or how good or bad you are. They equal, and I think it's that's why this league is so high. Ryan Schold is Dinia.
Ethan Stanley might have hit the wall coming off of 2. Jasper Orman getting loose off of 3. Oh, Stanley loose off of 4. All right, well, we know we're late in the run now, and everyone's just hanging on for dear life as they keep cranking on that weight jacker, and that's exactly where these cars are loose on exit, is normally too much weight jacker. No. Oh, Ethan Stanley, a high exit in the short chute on the south end of the racetrack. Wow.
I think it's time to wake up, and said, okay, wait. I think I have to put negative, or maybe change the RB or
Stiffen up
RT roll bar.
Stiffen up the rear a little bit, yeah.
So, yeah, it's difficult because you're coming from 0 to 19 with the same setup and same adjustment, and then at some point it's like, oh, nope, I have to adjustment again.
Well, remember, when you make all these adjustments, when you come to pit road, you have to reset.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of people, as this race goes on, and they get tired, and especially don't have a spotter that remind them of these things, they'll forget about that, and then they'll come out and they'll hit turn 3 at speed for the first time, and it's like, whoa. And hang on, you got to reset your tools.
Yeah, for sure. And also because the exit and the entry is flat, it's kind of difficult over there. Oof, Collins, I see 2 slides on turn 4. So I think so the issue is turn 4. It's not another place.
Akash Rajesh on pit road. He's, I believe, just made his second stop. Oh, he just made his second stop, so he's coming off of pit road right now.
Oh, 22 laps.
We're right at the 28-lap mark of where Pinheiro was last time. Do we see him make that turn down pit road this time? No. But he is coming up to lap traffic here soon, so maybe it's a good time for him to hit pit road. He has a form of Mark Rebilas there in P30, right just in front of him by about 2.6 seconds. Not in the draft envelope yet, but if he gets a little bit closer, he will start to feel the effects of the dirty air. And that's going to be for the first time, really, Pinheiro's felt all race long.
So in my point, could be Pinheiro coming before they catch Mark, because Mark's going to be a problem to Pinheiro, yeah.
And here comes pit road. This time a scheduled stop, 1 lap longer, and Frankenfeld coming on pit road as well. Jordan Owens is going to stay out. Caleb Bency will stay out, and Presley Sora will stay out. Does Hunter Smith make the turn? No. So the Little Eagle strategy, at least after the first stop, has started the splits.
That's so good when you have a teammate in front to you and try to help for something, especially with the championship. So these points is going to the championship. So it's not just the win the Indy 500. And also especially for Pinheiro, because Pinheiro came for very tough races and rough.
He started the season off very badly.
Yeah.
2 DNFs to start the season. And there's Hunter Smith making a dart on the pit road for his scheduled stop. So he got 1 lap longer than his teammate, Mark Rebilas, on pit road right now. But Jordan Owens still leading. Caleb Bency is second and is really kind of starting to run him down. Sora third, Fody fourth. Seb Alexander up 5 spots to 5th. Good run for him. Indica Scarlett now 6th, Nick DeGroot 7th, Akabo Easy 8th, Ethan Stanley 9th, and Jesper Orman 10th. We want to watch Orman and we'll want to watch Trost. Those are the 2 that went longest on the first stint. We'll see if they'll be able to repeat that this time. Jordan Owens still staying out, but Caleb Bency reeling him in.
You're right, it's coming Bency over there.
He's got it within a 10th. Now as he gets really dirty air, he's lost a couple of tenths, back 3 tenths now, coming off of 2. He will reel him down the front. He'll reel him in down the backstretch. Go ahead.
I think it's more important for Bency try to save the most fuel to try to go much longer when he did last time. He did 32. So now it's 28 for him. He stay out still.
Bodie looks like he's staying out. Seb staying out. Scarlett staying out. Everybody staying out behind him. So those leaders that came in early. Stouffer, pit road. Seb Alexander getting around Tyler Fody. Move him up to 4th. Not sure what happened to Tyler. That didn't look very close when we were originally looking at that battle. Maybe, I'm not sure, maybe Fody had a moment and won. But Fody back to the inside of Seb, gets the position back. And Caleb getting around Owens. He missed the pass for that. Let's see if we can go back and see when that happened. There he is at the end of the backstretch, just before going in the 3.
Oh, Clendy is in pits. And a little along the...
Clindy on pit road right there.
Oh, he's missing the spot. Yeah, now it's out.
10.1 seconds in the box, so a little bit longer stop. Vincey, now your leader. Who I saw back there? That was Seb Alexander getting around Stouffer, who's just off of pit road. Vincey
Stouffer with the new tires.
Yeah, Stouffer has new tires. Owen staying out. Thor staying out. Seb Alexander staying out. Nick DeGroot making his scheduled stop. Also coming to pit road, Ethan Stanley coming to pit road for his scheduled stop. So they went into their 32, 33 laps for the stint. Caleb Vincey now 31 laps into his current stint. Owens 31, Sora 31, Alexander 32, Bodie 32, Scarlett 31, Akaboeasy 33, Orman 34. That was the first stint for those guys. So the second stint right now, 31 laps. So we for Vincey, Owens, and Sora that meet their first stint, and here they come.
Oh, Owens too.
I would suspect, Alexander staying out. Sora's coming in. There goes Fody, and Indica Scarlett gets a good run on the backside of Fody, reels him in at the cones. That's Logan Spath coming to pit road as well. So we might see actually Indica Scarlett get a jump on Fody just by virtue of getting a very aggressive on the pit road. Alexander now your leader, as he is being not for position, but this is more for track position. And really, there's no reason for Stouffer to pass Alexander. But what he is he's tucked in, getting some really good mileage off of Alexander. Alexander coming to pit road, and he's just going to allow Stouffer on by. Akaboeasy will pick up the lead. There he is.
Frankenfeld on Pinedo, and Josh Adam is happening inside. And it's coming Frankenfeld very close on Pinedo for the lead.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Josh.
And Josh, we can, if you need to, we can get you another livery other than the Larson livery. We can get you another livery.
You're right.
That is the most overused livery on this entire service. We can get you another. We can get you a better one. Get you a much better one.
Remember, it's coming next week, next year.
Yeah, he's coming back. He's coming back.
New livery.
I didn't want him to win this year, to be honest. I don't care if he wins next year, because I don't want all the NASCAR fans to go, oh, well, that was real easy. This is not easy, people. Akaboeasy is your leader, coming off a 2.
AJ Foy won the Daytona 500, so could be a slap on that side and said, hey, this is easy too.
Well, Mario Andretti won the Daytona 500, so did...
Is he also too? So two people from USAC.
Here comes Akaboeasy to pit road. Does Orman come? No, Orman's going to stay out and go long. This is going to be lap 35 for Orman. Or this is going to be lap 33 for Orman. He went 34, his first stint.
Very interesting about the Frankenfeld. I don't know how to cut on Pinedo from 2.2 seconds to 1 second. Even 1 second. It's 8/10. So it's very close on Pinedo there.
Here's Pinero getting the pass of Akaboeasy on pit road. Orman actually now coming to 33. And he's in the draft of Spath, so that's just helping him out.
Rajesh, I think so. Akasha Rajesh?
Akash Rajesh, yeah.
Yes, DNF for him, so retired on the race.
And he is 30 now, classified in 31st. Ryan Schold looks like he's retired with that damage that we saw. He is now 32nd. And looks like with that move to the inside, I think Jesper Orman's telling us that he's coming to pit road. Yep, that's exactly what's going on. He's coming to pit road. Jesper Orman is going to be coming to lap 34, just like he did last time. So identical strategy. And Brandon Trost, same thing. Now Matthew Weeks, the two-time Cup Series champion, is going to pick up the lead. He's going to stay out one more lap. Brandon Weeks now going to look at lap 34 on this tank of fuel. He's currently right behind Dan Morera, catching a little bit of the draft from him.
Matthew Weeks, we working together in the Truck Series in Martinsville.
Your trial by fire in the Truck Series.
Yeah, it's like you're no good. Get out, basically.
Nothing like your first truck race where they have like, what, 30 cautions or something like that?
No, it's not that. But yeah, it's like no, too good. Come back to Indycar.
Matthew Weeks coming to pit road, going longest on that stint. That will turn the lead over to that yellow car you just see at the top of the screen there. And really, this time, Pinheiro not getting away on that pit stop as much as he did on that last stop, as Frankenfeld now within a second, 7/10, as he's behind Josh Adams.
By the way, we didn't mention one of the contender on.
Sorry, Frankenfeld did a power slide coming off of 2.
Oh, be careful. He's almost close on Pinheiros. He's the only one can be catch on Pinheiro over there, so it's good strategy for him. So we didn't mention somebody is a battle for the championship and good in the road, because next week is Detroit. We have Chris Forsyth. Now it's in vacation. Also, it's in the chat. I don't know why it's in the chat.
Craig Forsyth, yeah.
Yeah, it's in the chat. It should be
in the
vacation.
Race. Yeah, he should be in the race.
Yeah, but no, it's in vacation now. So they should be enjoy the vacation and come back strong for next week. So I think
that little slide off of 2 has really hindered Frankenfeld's. He was within 7/10, and now he's 1.1 behind Pinheiro. But Pinheiro in front of him is Marshall Stanley, and there's Adams to the inside, going to allow Frankenfeld to get the draft and pass on the outside. It's going to strand Bency back there now. Although Bency playing with that high line. He's going to duck underneath going into 3 or 2, and he will. Oh! Whoa! I thought that was a moment there that was going to be no. What?
Be careful.
I'm not sure what Adams is doing here. If he's giving a hard time to Bency, he just needs to let him go. And that cost Bency a lot of time up the Frankenfeld. Frankenfeld now has started to reel in Pinheiro just a little bit. Pinheiro now, we are deep in traffic. Pinheiro with Vandermarl and Clindy in front of him. Clindy driving from a hotel room. He's on a business trip. So I know not his ideal rig that he's in normally, and not showing his normal performance, but still a long race to go for the man who is currently top 3 in the Indycar Oval Series Championship. He's finished the last 2 seasons on the podium there, as a matter of fact. And Frankenfeld now getting the run back on to Pinheiro. Pinheiro now looking to the inside of Vandermarl and gets the spot on the racetrack. Keep in mind that our leader, Pinheiro, who has not been in dirty air for much of this race, he is now really experiencing lap traffic for the first time for real today, right now on this stint. He goes to the inside of Clindy, getting the position, putting Clindy a lap down, unfortunately. Still a long race to go. We still remember that Jacques Villeneuve came back from 2 laps down the Indy 500. So being 1 lap down here is not the end of the world. Just makes things a little bit harder. Here's Frankenfeld now on the backside of Vandermarl, getting a shot going into 1. Kind of a late decision, but he goes ahead and pulls it off anyways. Bency's kind of laid back a little bit. Again, Dirty Air might be impacting this battle. Orman and Scarlett. Orman up to 10th now. Scarlett back to 11th. Orman now with the run on his I-5G rival, Akabuizi. This is going to be a fun race to watch here when these two catch each other. Oh, Scarlett's not done. She's going to take a look to the inside. Akabuizi racing Rebilas there for track position. Rebilas currently down in 30th spot. Wait till Jesper catches Akabuizi. That's going to be a battle to watch.
Getting interesting with the lap down now. So that's why I hope no jinx for that. I thought you would. Don't come in the yellow flag because it's more excited this race with these things.
Well, we did go. I can't remember exactly. I think we got into the 100
lap.
What's that?
Yeah, you said over the 100. You
Yeah,
said
you know
over
what?
than 100.
Ethan Stanley with an aggressive pullout on Nick de Groot there. And, whoa! Kind of every lane was occupied with Dirty Air there, nowhere to go. Stanley really hustling that car. The back end was loose. He's going to pull to the inside of de Groot. He's going to get no help from Scarlett. Scarlett's going to stay tucked in there, not offer any draft. Good battles back here in the upper portion of the mid portion of the top 20. Let's reset the field, though. It is Panero with Frankenfeld, Caleb Vinci, Owens, Smith, Sora, Alexander Foti, Akabuizi, and Orman as we are slapped 77 into 200. And it is probably time that we get a quick word in from iRacing. We'll be right back with this side-by-side. Don't go anywhere.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
3 years of sellout crowds, 3 years of edge-of-your-seat action, 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR, and now NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship Playoffs are coming Sunday, September 7th, 2025. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
And we're back, and we're watching this battle between Ethan Stanley and Indica Scarlett, which is also a good time. Just going to the wall, almost impacting de Groot. She recovers, but it's going to lose the position. I was getting ready to say, watching Ethan Stanley, who is sponsored by Blue Egg Marketing. Also, to give it a good time to mention Blue Egg Marketing. Rev up your business with Blue Egg, your marketing pit crew. Turbocharge your lead generation with experienced drivers that can navigate competitive track to connecting with your customers. With Blue Egg, you're always on a pole position, leading your brand toward victory. Don't spin your wheels. Accelerate success with Blue Egg. Fueling small businesses to win big. To learn more about Blue Egg, click on their link in the description. Proud sponsors of, proud actually premier partners of the Elite Racing League. Okay. Everyone recovered? Get our breaths back.
So, Indica Scarlett. So, I think that she defended good on Nick de Groot. for outside, and she tried to do the same for Stanley and different corner, and he wasn't work, so he didn't work that thing. So I think so.
Oh.
It's another hit for him because she hit really on the first stint the wall, so this is the second one, so you have to be careful on the third one.
Oh, so Craig Forsyth is in St. Martin. That is one of my bucket list places, man. I want to go watch the Jets land at the airport there, and then ride the fence when they shoot all the jet wash at you before it blows you back into the ocean. Yeah, that's what I want to do someday. That's on the bucket list. Anyways, Panero has been reeled in by Frankenfeld.
Where's San Martin?
St. Martin, in the Caribbean.
Ah.
I believe
Smart.
it is a Dutch, I don't want to say colony, I think it's just a Dutch possession now.
He escaped for the cold Canada now started. Actually, no, this weekend is getting like a 20 degrees good. I don't know how much. No, 20 is Fahrenheit, you said, but 20 is good. Like, okay, pretty good.
Well, there are the conditions right now in the virtual world. 74 degrees ambient, 124 degrees track temperature. Virtually no wind right now, just a light wind out of the west at about a mile an hour. Currently watching Caleb Bency also reeling in this top two. So we might have a three-way battle for the lead here. But if Bency just kind of holds station for a little bit longer, guys, we are already 27 laps into the stint of Panero and Frankenfeld. They are coming to pit road sometime in the next 2 to 3 laps already.
I have to switch my cell phone to my...
Bring up the calculator.
I think it's time to, again, so especially in these kind of races, oval, I don't know, in road, it's kind of difficult to predict that thing. So after the 100 laps, we can make the count.
Yeah, we can start doing the old countdown backwards bit. We're about 14 laps away from doing that. Panero Frankenfeld now on lap 28 of the current stint. Last time Panero went 29, Frankenfeld went 28. I think Frankenfeld might be able to go longer because he's been in the draft for much of this stint, and that is the case. He is going to be able to go longer. And currently, Bency, I mean, he doesn't really have to race these guys right now because he knows that they're going to get out of his way here eventually, and he can turn some fast laps because traffic-wise, in front of this group, Dan Barrera, who's in 25th and is the last car on the lead lap. He is another 7 seconds up the road, so he's not going to catch him for a while, probably even before his stop.
It's very interesting.
And here comes the leaders, just as we thought.
Interesting. So, Chad Frankenfeld and Piñeiro, there are two guys or two people in this league make the pole position, but cannot win the race yet. And they 1 and 2 so far now. So, what is the battle?
Hunter Smith on pit road as well. So now the leader, everybody stand up in Stowe, Ohio. Caleb Bency, your defending champion here, and your points leader in the series, is now the leader of the 13th running of the ERL Indy 500. He is up 12 spots. Seb Alexander, he's moved up to 4th. He is up 6 spots. Tyler Fode still hanging out tough in the top 5. I've been saying that a lot today because I think a lot of these efforts that people are trying to put on there. There's Nick DeGroot, I think, hitting pit road. Nope, that's not Nick DeGroot. I'm not sure who that is. Maybe is that Rebilas? Yeah, that's Rebilas. Yeah, it's Rebilas. But it is some really tough driving going on out there. So I mean, these are not easy conditions.
Yeah, that's what I stand for these people. It's really hard. It's not easier. We see on the official series sometimes 40 degrees. I said 105 and 110 easy conditions, and here is like at least you have to practice. And these people, unfortunately, I didn't because I think so it's not open for commentators. The practice. So yeah, so they did a good practice out here, and still the people are around. We only see 14EF, but without incidents. So just pull over, on the pit, and that's it.
Here's Brandon Trost. This is the closest battle on the racetrack to Jacob Collins. Trost, he's only 21 laps into his stint. He went 34 last time, so he's another 13 laps away from coming to pit road at the absolute earliest. Now I'm thinking there might be somebody in this field that might be able to...
Piñero, we almost on the wall, Piñero, please.
Piñero, okay, let's check it out.
He's almost on the wall.
He's racing Dan Morera.
Yeah.
Dan was giving him room.
But he went from high.
Ooh. He's gonna dive to the inside. Gonna keep Morera up high. Oh, Morera double checks. Oh, he smacks the wall right next to the leaders. Now we're gonna go 3 wide. Here comes Frankenfeld. He's gonna have the run on Pinero, and he's gonna get the position going into 3.
The eventually leader. So it was the net code. I see net code over there on Piñero and Dan. It's still side by side over there. Wow.
Dan, I think, is just trying that. Now he's just trying to get the pit road now. He's like, get me out of here. Although I think still, I mean, if you're looking for someone that could get their car in the right position, a dark horse top 10 finisher, still, Morera, don't count him out. Still a long ways to go. We're only 8 laps short of halfway. Caleb Bency is your leader. He went 32 laps on his last stint. He is 29 into this current stint. He should be coming to pit road here in the next couple of laps. He's actually getting worse mileage as he's the leader now, even though he pulls behind Clindy to get a bit of a sniff of the draft. Clindy allows him on by on the high side going in the 3. Wow. Jordan Owens is second, but I've been noticing Jordan has been having some blinking issues. Logan Spath, pit road. Presley Sora, third. He's been up in this top 4, top 5 all day today. Deb Alexander, 4th. Tyler Fode, 5th. Kabaweezy, 6th. Jesper Orman, 7th. And I told you, those two, watch those two when they get to each other, and they are there. Orman has 25 laps into this current stint, 34 last time, so he's still another 9 laps away. Kabaweezy went 33. He's at 27, so he's probably another 6 laps away. I'll let your calculator start getting warmed up here at lap 100. We can start making some calls about who to look at as we are about 3, there's probably another 3 or 4 more stops to go once we get past lap 100.
I did my
pit road.
So I did mine, and I said, Marshall Stanley back close. So
Thor now assumes the lead. It's Caleb Bency on pit road.
So Piñero and Chad, they should be do 4 more for 28 laps. So if it's green flag all to the end. So who knows?
It's looking that way right now. I mean, unless somebody has a problem coming off a pit road and they light up their tires, which is always an issue, it could always be a possible issue.
But I think this is not the issue. You see what's happened with Piñero and Josh. They almost, because netcode almost make a disaster on the Piñero over there. Piñero, we just
you're zooming in on Pinero. Oh yeah, Pinero right in front of him is Wadsworth, and then Bency.
I think so. Piñero have to calm down.
Bency gets the drop on Pinero. And
yes,
he now has the position. So now Bency, when we cycle through, will be second. And he will then be battling Frankenfeld.
I think somebody have to tell Pinheiro, calm down. It's okay. We still have 105 laps to go, so don't desperate for that. So I know the lap down, but this is the game. This is the game you have to play.
Oh, here's a battle for the lead. Akabuizi underneath Seb Alexander, who got kind of caught in the whitewash of Ethan Stanley in front of him. Akabuizi takes the peek to the inside. He's going to hold it there, but he's not going to get the position. Right there with him is Nick not sure who's that with him. That is Nick de Groot, but he is not on their lap. De Groot going to get a spot on the outside. Alexander wisely says, pit road.
Yeah.
Josh Adams also coming to pit road. So Akabuizi now your leader. And the P2 car behind him, his 2 cars, is at the blue and shiny gold there, kind of like the state flag of Indiana. Jesper changed his livery to kind of almost like a digital camo livery one time. I did not like it. I told him, I said, bring back the Indiana car. And I don't know if he necessarily modeled this after Indiana, but that's what I think of it when I look at it. It reminds me of the state flag of Indiana. He is second. Brandon Trost now up to third. Trost now 29 laps into his stint. He pitted 34 last time. Eric has worked his way up to fourth. Ryan Campbell, who is also a bit of a chronic blinker. He is up to fifth. He's up 20 spots. Matthew Weeks, we watched him go long on the last stint. I think he might be able to do it. I'm thinking there's somebody here. So I'm going back to a couple of fixed Indy 500 broadcasts ago. This is before us, but I'm thinking some other broadcasters here, and I'm thinking there was a race where the winner managed to just hang out and cut out an entire pit stop out of their entire race, and they got the win. Trying to remember who that was.
Could be short track, for sure.
Here comes Ryan Campbell, pit road. Akabuizi still the leader.
It should be short track or no? Because I don't want to say I saw it, but maybe yes. But could be short track. Maybe Milwaukee could be.
No, I thought it was here. And here comes Akabuizi coming to pit road, so that's going to turn the lead over to Orman. And then Trost.
Because before the pandemic, we don't have adjustment inside the car.
Right.
That's it. So you cannot adjustment the map, the engine map, or all that things. So what I guess could be on Milwaukee with a lot of yellow flags, and the guy won the race without enter, or maybe Richmond could be the other one.
Frankenfeld and Weeks here. Sorry, there's a battle for third, but Weeks still needs the pit. And here comes Caleb. Going to pass Weeks. Going to bring Pinheiro. Caleb going to go 3 wide down the backstretch into 3. This is going to battle for the eventual lead. Caleb to the front.
Still
not quite clear. He's barely clear. He can give him the Brazilian clear. Pinheiro knows about that. Oh, he's going to do a switch over down the front straight.
All of this is help to Pinheiro to be close to this guy. So careful, Bixie.
Still swapping the spot, going back into 3 this time. Caleb on the high side. Frankenfeld's on the low side. Neither one willing to give. And you're right, this is helping Pinheiro.
He have to a little bit more close on Matthew Weeks, because Matthew Weeks gonna come in maybe a few laps more. If you lose the track on the Vance and Frankenfeld still side by side on turn 2. It's gonna be go and go and go. It's gonna lose it.
Here we go again.
coming, Weeks now. Oh, it's sliced Frankenfeld. Whoa.
Oh, it was a Newsom, Alexa Newsom.
Yeah, you're right.
You had to give me a second. I was like, I knew it. It's actually one of, and there's Weeks coming to pit road for his scheduled stop. He went, Weeks went 33 laps that time.
Oh.
They are not giving up. Let's ride from Panero's point of view.
Okay. Can I say something?
Go ahead.
So Chad said we can swap actually, to and try to don't kill each other. But Benzi, I think so. I don't have an answer for Benzi. So because of Benzi, they don't want to. They want to be on the front because the tires and things. But Benzi have a 10 laps with the old tires, but Frankenfeld is 17. If it's Frankenfeld,
well, I mean, it could be possible that Benzi is thinking long game and discretion is a better part of valor, and says, well, you know, I'm just going to tuck behind you and I'm going to save more fuel and go deeper into the run because I know you have to stop before me.
Yes, but like I said, so Frankenfeld and Piñeiro is coming. My calculation is 28. I have to calculate for Benzi.
Well, Frankenfeld then, if he's coming in at 28, and same thing with Pinero, they're only 10 laps away from their next stop.
Yes. Oh, Benzi.
Oh, Benzi! Whoa! He may have got. We saw a little puff of smoke. We don't know if that's the gray or he made contact. Normally that means he made contact.
I think this is okay.
But the longer this day goes on, I don't want to jinx Frankenfeld, but this is very much kind of like how Tony Kanaan, when he won his first one, it was up at the front all day, leading. It was his 13th start instead of his 12th start. Can Frankenfeld get that long sought-after win here at Indianapolis? We are past the halfway point, 107 of 200 in the books. Thanks for joining us. I do want to shout out 4D Racewear, sponsor of the series. 4D Racewears are makers of the ultimate sim racing shoes and custom apparel designed for sim racers by sim racers. 4D Racewear's 4D's sim racing shoes are custom engineered to connect racers to their pedals in a way that no other shoe can, providing comfort needed in those IndyCar Triple Crown 500-mile races like we're on right now and beyond. Visit 4D Racewear and check out the original racing gloves for your feet. That's 4D Racewear. Link is in the description. Also do want to thank Warriors for Peace for sponsoring the IndyCar series. Warriors for Peace is a foundation promoting peaceful change in the world to honor the beautiful life of Jack Shockley. Check out warriorsforpeace.org for more information. The link is in the description. Well, we're into the second half of this race. We are still been caution-free, so I will go ahead and circle the number. That is me at 108 laps saying that. So if I jinx this, it's me.
So, Benzi, I said with 88 laps, so is Benzi, Piñeiro, Frankenfeld, Piñeiro, Smith, they can go with 28, so they can divide in 4, so it's going to be 28, so times 4, 28 times 4. But Benzi and Owens, and I think 40, and maybe Sora, they're gonna do 26. So 26 times 4. So 26 laps and each team to go to the end. Maybe one is gonna be 27 to the end. So that is the calculation I think is gonna be in these different groups. So the advantage of Benzi, they can do short stops.
Yep. That means shorter time on pit road. Well, back up front there is Frankenfeld as your leader. Benzi second. It's kind of recovered from whatever incident he had about 4 or 5 laps ago, coming off at 2. Pinero third. Hunter Smith, that is one of Frankenfeld's teammates. He is 5th, but he is being dogged right now by Presley Sora. Actually, that's not Presley Sora. That is, sorry, that's a very similar looking car. My mistake. That is Jordan Owens right there. Then Hunter Smith. Then what happened to yours? Jesper must have had a hold on his stop.
I'll let you know because I already figured out I have a 1 lap down.
Yeah, so I think he had a hold on his stop, possibly speeding on pit road.
No, he came on laps in 104.
I'm showing him last pit stop, 49.9 seconds.
Oh.
I think he had a hold. But yeah, now he has a long road to hoe in front of him. Good thing he's been having long stints. Ooh, as Hunter Smith is trying to work with, I think, Owens here to run down the leaders. They are 6 seconds behind. Also involved in this group is Presley Sora. There he is. And then we have Fodi, then Akabawizi, then Alexander at his 9th spot. Ethan Stanley kind of behind this group by 3 seconds in 10th. Then there's DeGroot in 11th. Logan Spath has worked his way up to 12th, and he almost maxed the wall coming off of 1. Stouffer hanging tough. Again, using that word again, or phrase. He's in 13th. Indica Scarlett back to 14th. And also involved a good battle here with Collins and Trost. They've been really around each other all race long.
You're right about Just Fair. So, yeah, I think so speeding on pit lane.
Gotta hate that. And A.J. Hobson, we're going to shout him out. We have not talked about him. Hobson, 17th. Started in the last row. Up 14 spots to 17th. And that Miller All-American livery driven by Danny Sullivan. Owens and Hunter Smith continue to try to work together. All right, well, we're not that far away from pit stops happening again. The P1 Triple Crown is brought to you by P1 Broadcasting. You know P1 pretty well, don't you, LGN? I know him pretty well. P1 is an esports broadcaster specializing in this style of racing, online IndyCar sim style racing on the iRacing platform. They don't, don't look now, but they also cover, we're covering hypercars, Xfinities, truck series as well. The gang is still all here. It's an all-new look with a new name, with the same quality and affordable pricing from before. We still know what Indy means, of course. With the appreciation and history and heritage of all areas of IndyCar, P1 brings your iRacing league to life with a team that lives, breathes, sleeps, eats, and drinks anything having to do with racing. To learn more about P1 or request a quote for your iRacing league, check out their social media links. P1 can be found on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, and the Linktree, and you can find their links hopefully in the stream's description. But if not, just go to P1 Broadcasting on YouTube, and you can subscribe there today. Side by side for the lead into 3. Caleb Bency, Chad Frankenfeld. This is allowing Pinero a very good favor to get close.
So they gone too close, very close. It's really not the good thing. It's not a good thing.
I tell you what, there's a lot of pace in that Frankenfeld truck car. A lot of pace. I mean, he's just keeping pace on the high side, no problems.
But it's super close. Well,
oh, he's going to go low side going down the backstretch. Very aggressive moves, I think, here for this portion of the race.
You see that enter to the corner. Yeah, it's I don't want to say Frankenfeld is not happy, but he's wonder about okay, we can work each other, but the thing is, like I said, he's saying radio, so if you want to work it together, but let's try to don't kill each other. So Frankenfeld's announcement is coming to pit now, and means could be Piñeiro coming too.
So apparently Bency is also, not only he's racing, but he is watching or listening to the Guardians. I can't call them the Guardians. It's the Cleveland Indians. The Cleveland Indians win their playoff game. Here comes Chad Frankenfeld to pit road, turning the lead over to Benzie. The Cleveland Indians won in the bottom of the 10th with a walk-off home run in their playoff game. But apparently, Benzie was cheering about that. Hunter Smith also coming to pit road. He's a little bit behind the pole sign there. There he is.
I want to say something when chat said, Forsyth said.
Yeah, I saw it too.
Do you think, I don't know, I said Aquavesi is 17 and yellow flags out.
Caution, caution, caution. What happened? I can't find what happened.
I cannot find it too. Oh. Prost. Trost and Indycar Scarlet. Oh no, in the main straight.
We're at lap 119. Caution for the first time. And on the main straight, Indycar Scarlet and Brian Trost. Let's see what happens. Man, there's a ton. Uh-oh. What? I don't understand what happened there. There's a lot of starts between these two. And wins here at this racetrack. And that's a light touch. And can Trost recover from that? But we are under caution for the first time at lap 119. All right, everybody's coming to pit road. And all those that just stopped, they're going to cycle right to the front.
I think Trost is over. He hit the wall. I didn't figure it out. I already saw it coming out. And yeah, he hit the wall and turned a little bit.
I'm not sure what happened with Scarlett. There was some sort of mechanical there with the wheel. It was just an abrupt turn.
Okay, so I can tell you for my experience, when you go side by side and the guy on the next to you thinking in your mind is getting close on the wall with you, you try to be out the wall and try to give you space onto the left. So that's the expectation. But in our camera, you can see a lot of space between one and each other. So it's just Indycar.
Presley Sora is staying out. Matthew Weeks is staying out. Frankenfeld's going to cycle to the front. Hunter Smith, he very fortuitously got a great pit stop, and he is going to cycle to the front. That's going to be Caleb Bensie's coming out now in 5th. Pinero 6th. Jordan Owen 7th. Tyler Fode 8th. Akabuizi in 9th. And Seb Alexander in 10th. So the way it's looking now is if we go green, the next stop we're looking at is about lap 150-ish, and then the lap 180-ish for the final stop. Yeah, so I don't think there's any more fuel saving going on here.
No, but Frankenfeld works a little bit. Actually, it works. I have to push again. So. Very lucky for Frankenfeld. If it's a short track, it could be lost 2 laps and game over for him. But because it's Indianapolis, you don't lose the lap. So at least.
Wow, interesting though. Stora stays out. Stora is 24 laps into his current stint, so he is gambling here. What happened to Clindy? Clindy coming to pit road. Okay.
Yeah.
Presley Sora. The Matthew Weeks, his ability to save fuel has pulled him up in the 2nd spot now. And he's only 17 laps into his current stint.
The thing is that everybody's gonna pass him because the tire is
the tire. Well, we'll see, because between a lot of those cars that was on the a lap down now have just pitted. And staying out and getting the wave around might have been, or did Orman? Yeah, Orman got the wave around. So Orman is going to be back on the lead lap.
Yes, so Orman, I think so, have...
And he's going to try to come to pit road and get service and come out in front of everybody. Oh, Trost. Can he get the pit road? Yes. Whoa. He's a little upset, I think.
Well,
So I think there were a couple cars thinking that they were going to get their wave around and lap back, but Sora stays out. Rebilas is not going to get the wave around, so he's going to line up here second on the restart, but 28th in the order. Something happened to Dan Morera. Not sure what happened to him, but he's been on pit road for about 6 minutes now. Now we also have, Rebilas is coming to pit road this time, so he's going to get out of the way. So then we're going to get all the leaders back together. We're going to get Sora, we're going to get Weeks, and we're going to get Frankenfeld, 1, 2, 3, as well as Hunter Smith and Vincey. Now, remember, the restart procedure here in the Elite Racing League, here in the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series, is the pace car comes to pit road, and the leader picks up the field and will bring the field to green the next time by. So we are going green at lap 123 as we see Brendan Trost hightailing it out of pit road, trying to get back up to speed before we go green. He's going to stay on the lead lap, but he's going to be the last car in the lead lap, currently shown in 24th. Jesper Orman now in 22nd. Indica Scarlett on pit road, coming off of pit road for service performed. Indica will rejoin the field in 23rd. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay. By race control, Indica have a EOL, so I have to DN to the field for sure. She's gonna start it back to Mark Rebilas. Yeah.
Here we go. Sora, Weeks, Frankenfeld, Hunter Smith, Caleb Vincey, top 5. First caution coming off our first caution of the day, an incident involving Indica Scarlett, and Brendan Trost on the main straight. Kind of a weird looking incident, but we are getting ready to go back to green. Big gap between Stouffer and Collins. Collins needs to catch back up, and he is. Here we go. And they're kind of according already as we saw DeGroot pull out back in 12, but we are green flag and back underway at lap 123. Gross getting around Indica Scarlett that time, going to the 1. Sora going down low, getting the draft with the Weeks. Here comes Frankenfeld. Here comes Vincey. Here comes Hunter Smith. Kabaweezy on the outside, looking for a position on Tyler Fody. A.J. Hobson back in 16th, getting a little wild, coming off a 4, but got it under control. Smath looking at the outside of DeGroot. Thought better of it. Stanley up high through 1. Yeah. As I said in chat, that changes things, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Everything. I think so.
Kabaweezy with the position on Fody. Move Hamilton up to 8th. Weeks now, your new leader as he gets around Sora on the north end of the racetrack and down through 4. Can Weeks get credit for the lap led, or is Sora going to take it from him? Car's getting close to the turn 4 wall. Sora's going to get credit for the lap. And here comes Frankenfeld, thinking about following him on through as Weeks slams the door. Again, Sora aggressively defending that position down the backstretch. He only has himself probably another 5 laps before he comes to pit road. So this is a very extreme gamble right now.
Well,
Stouffer coming to pit road. Stouffer coming to pit road. Not sure what happened. Do we get a jump in the start passing? No, he's coming to pit road for a regular stop.
Oh no, they have a big ball, meatball flag.
Oh, meatball
he
flag.
Hit the wall. Yeah, he hit the wall on turn. Yeah, he hit the wall on turn 3. So game over for him. I think so.
That's the same thing that happened to him last season, in the last race too, and he was doing so well. You can never really count out Stouffer. He's a flat track super speedway whisperer. He's normally really, really, really good at Pocono, but of course Indianapolis and Pocono share a lot in common. So he's pretty good here as well. And unfortunately, he's just falling down through the order as he's getting work done on his car and that 4D crew.
You said that that team that they changed things. Well, still they need to do 3 stops. It started from Breckenfeld to Vance down. So it still need to 3 stop for go to the end. Doesn't matter if you have a 9 laps or 7 laps. Still need 3 stop. Could be 26 or could be 25 each team. So that's for now. I don't know, Sora and Weeks.
Well, Sora now is 32 laps into his current stint, which does include that last little stint under caution. And now he's really getting the worst fuel mileage as he's leading. Weeks is 24 laps under his current stint. And he did 34 last time, and he had yellow flag this time. So he might be able to go deeper, say 35, 36, maybe 37 before he has a stop. And Frankenfeld now 11 laps into his stint, Bensi 9 into his. So the lap count really starting to clip down real fast. We're at lap 129 of 200. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not done so already. Also, make sure to hit that thumbs up and share. Share it with a friend, would you? And again, I want to thank our sponsors, Mark Rebilas Photography, for sponsoring the 13th running of the ERL Indy 500. Here comes Presley Sora to pit road for a scheduled stop. This is a bit of a gamble. He might, because he's a leader, come out in front of this group and stay on the lead lap, but he's going to be at the tail end of the lead lap. Also want to thank 4D Racewear and Worldwide Technology Raceway for their patronage of the league and the series.
So we're talking about Owens 40, Piñeiro, Smith, Bensi, Frankenfeld, but we didn't talk about Accorvesi, Alexander, Nitegrodo in there and 11. So it's open after yellow flag is open. Everything, everything is open.
Pass for the lead. Frankenfeld around Weeks. And I think Weeks actually likes following here because that is extending his run a little bit more by a little bit more. Frankenfeld wants to lead. He feels that's the best spot for him. Problem is when you lead, LGN, is that your mileage as a leader is far different from when you're following someone.
Yeah, so I think so. If we talking about the calculations we did, you don't need to say too much, but yeah, I think so. When you be first, it's much better to handle with the car. So that's what I understand. So now I see Piñeiro getting a little bit trouble with the car. It's going on the wall. I already saw it hit the wall 2 times, but it's just kissed the wall. It's not really hit the wall like we saw with Stoffer.
Get a little kiss.
Uh-huh.
Jacob Collins to the inside of AJ Hobson in 3. Jesper Orman already up to 16th. Now trying to get around Jim Herrick. There is Jesper fading to the inside. He's going to get the inside slot on Herrick. Herrick's going to stay high. Oh, whoa, that was close. Jesper and Herrick fight it out in 1 like it's the last lap.
Coming, Jesper, very, very aggressive with all the laps. So he came down to front, so back to front, and now it's in the 16. So I think so he wanna burn tires to try to catch it. Just makes sense the strategy. He had to catch the front row because the time is over. It's getting
Yeah.
yeah.
For lap 134. Lap 140 is 350-mile mark. So we are quickly ticking through these laps, even with the one caution. Kawawizi was actually tracking down Panera a little bit, but he's backed out to 4/10 behind. Closest battle on the racetrack is this Nick de Groot battle with Stanley. Although, we go back a little bit further to Orman. He's getting ready to pass Collins. Collins has had himself a pretty interesting race. Only down 5 spots from where he started. He started in the fast 12. But as he's kept it off the wall, kept it pretty square. And here comes Jesper. Is he going to send it into 3? No, he's just going to tuck in behind, stay on the high side, maybe get a run. Is it going to cause Jacob maybe to double tap that accelerator and lose a little momentum? Nope. Yes, Jacob stays in it. So does Jesper, but Jesper now really close in the draft. He's going to take a peek to the inside going into 1. He's going to get that position. Hobson around Logan Spath just in front of him. Keep in mind, Hobson started on the last row. Started in 31st. He's going to get around Logan Spath that time. Spath, 13th. He was a top 10 finisher in the race in May. Still, we got a long time to go. Last time in May, we started having a lot of cautions toward the end and a lot of aggression on the racetrack. When you get toward the cautions and time starts running out and the field starts getting crunched together.
When everybody's wake up. Okay. It's time to play. Time to race.
Wake up, people. It's time to race. 137 of 200 weeks. Now lap 33 of his stint. He went 34 last time. Keep in mind, there was caution this time where he stayed out. So he was kind of hoping for another caution. As the saying goes, LGN, cautions breed cautions. We have not seen another quick caution since. We've seen it come close. We've seen it come close, but no cautions. Logan Spath, something happened to him. He's coming to pit road. So is this a scheduled pit stop for Logan? No, it's not. This is only 17 laps into his current stint. Not sure what happened. Do we have a meatball on him? Coming to pit road, going up on Jax. Is he doing a short stop here? Maybe doing a different strategy? Down and out. No, something happened to Logan Spath. I'm not sure what happened, but he is out of the car.
I'll let you know.
And I think I might have just jinxed him by saying that he finished in the top 10 back in May. When we complete next round of pit stops, we'll do another side-by-side, get a couple ads in for Worldwide Technology Raceway and iRacing. Make sure we get those sponsors that take care of us. We get them taken care of. Jesper Orman now up to 13th. This might be the fun one to watch, as everyone else is just kind of, I want to get to the next pit stop. Jesper's like, I want to get to the next position. Matthew Weeks, pit road scheduled stop. So Weeks coming to pit road. He did 35 laps on this stint. This will get him to, well, this is one more stop for him after this.
Yeah, so he needs to do maybe.
Yeah, he needs to get to 30 to 170 and then 170 and home. This is his next to last stop.
I don't know what happened with Logan Spath. I don't see any problems. So it's still on the pit road now.
Maybe he was celebrating the Cleveland home run too.
Oops.
So Weeks has one more stop, which will be approximately lap 170, and he's done. Everybody else has, we think, at least one stop, maybe two. Yeah, because that next stop's coming up for a lot of people, especially Frankenfeld. 23 laps into the stint. He did 30 last time, but that was with a caution.
You're right. So, So Matthew Weeks is the candidate for the strategy, not for the race. So who knows what's going to happen later. So.
And if Weeks wins, I think it's going to cost me money because he's carrying P1 sponsorship. So. Oh yeah, I know. Clindy on pit road. Saw that in the background. Jim Herrick coming to pit road. He's at lap 21 of this stint, so he might be doing a bit of a short stop here. He's kind of splitting strategies. Let's see what happens with him. Going up on the jacks, getting a new set of Firestones, full tank of fuel. So this is a looks to be a normal scheduled stop for him, and he's down and away. So he should be good to go to about lap 170 as well. So Jim Herrick now has only one stop to go. Matthew Weeks gets around Herrick. If we go green all the way to the end, I mean, we're going to see some strategy play out here. Frankenfeld, Bency, Hunter Smith. Hunter Smith got to third by virtue of really a very fortuitous time to pit. Then the caution came out after he completed his service. Pinero fourth. Pinero was really dominated today. I'll throw this up there right there. He led 64 of the 143 laps so far. But since he's given up the lead, LGN, he has not gotten it back.
Yeah, so the racing is not over yet, so we still waiting for Santino. So, you know, the race is over when that checker flag is down. So,
Jordan Owens on pit road. I think the word's getting out that maybe now is the time to stop.
For the people waiting for, I don't know, it's, like Weeks did is really going for that. But like I said, so it could be the yellow coming in the couple laps, or maybe it's gonna be green to the end. So good strategy for Weeks. So that's the candidate for now. For me.
And continuing to watch as he passes Jordan Owens. That's going to be a battle for position. Back behind this battle, there is Frankenfeld and Bency. Let's go through the top. Oh, let's wait for these pit stops to happen because I think we're going to see some moving of positions here. And then we'll go through a reset the field after we get a word in from Worldwide Technology Raceway, their upcoming season or their schedule for the remainder of this year. Jesper Orman pit road, not speeding this time.
Let's see. Yeah, oh no! Really? He got a black flag again?
Did he really?
Yes.
And I think he just punched out. I think he just punched out. I think he just like, that's it. I'm done.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yes, he over 60 miles, or no? He's over 20 miles? Yeah, it's 10 for him.
Yeah, I forget what the pit road speed limit is. Is 60 miles per hour here?
Yes.
I think it is 60, yeah.
And 99 kilometers per hour.
And keep in mind the rule set here for tonight, 200 laps, 500 race miles. They get 12 sets of tires, which is more than enough. No fast repairs. The pit road speed limit is 60 miles per hour. Waiver rounds are on. Restarts are controlled by the leader 1 lap after the pace car exits the track. The go green lap is about 90 miles an hour. And, well, here's a battle a little bit further on down between Jordan Owens and Weeks. That's going to be a battle when they cycle through. That's a battle for position when they cycle through.
It's battle for, yes, like you said.
Ethan Stanley pit road, sorry.
I think so. Matthew Weeks have to understand I cannot leave Jordan Owens going because Jordan is 3 laps, so he only need to one more stop.
Yeah. And hopefully
Whoa.
Weeks knows that. And if you have a spotter, and I always say the advantages of having a spotter is really the best advantage you can have in any iRacing race. And it's almost cheating, really, because they'll tell you everything it is you need to know. All you need to do is run the car. If the spotter tells him that, hey, man, he's pitted 3 laps after you need to run him back down, then absolutely he needs to do that. He needs to do that right now before Owens kind of pulls away. But here comes Frankenfeld up on the back end of this battle. Owens and Weeks at the tail end of the lead lap. 17 cars on the lead lap. Ethan Stanley, who we just saw as a light blue car there, getting passed by Benzie and Frankenfeld. He is now 1 lap down at 18th.
The other thing is
Frankenfeld pit road. Frankenfeld pit road. This is 32 laps into his stint. He's still got one more to go after this. That's going to turn the lead over to Benzie.
So Weeks, so he can save the fuel to go maybe 35 or 36 to go 1 stop short, like a short stop.
Yeah.
Because Owens, he need to 1 more stop, but short one. So I can tell you now. Yeah, so 28. So Owens could be go and 28 laps to go to the end. So if Weeks can do 28, it's gonna be battle for the victory over there.
Hunter Smith coming to pit road. Justin Wadsworth coming to pit road. He's in 12th. He started in the last row. He's up 18 spots. He started 30th. On him. Benzie staying out. Weeks right with him. Now all Weeks is, actually Weeks is right in front of him. I don't know, Weeks maybe just trying to extend the run as much as he can by staying in Owens' tire marks there. Everyone turning 40s right now. Lap speeds are kind of down. Benzie 32 laps of the stint, so we expect Benzie any time. He has himself a big 2.5 second lead over Pinero. Kabuizi is starting to catch Pinero. Brandon Trost has worked his way back up to 10th somehow.
Look at that! Look at the enter of Hunter Smith on lap 150. Whoa! He hit the wall.
Oh.
First of all, he exited the turn 4 slice to go into the pit. Then he hit the wall on the left, and then he smashed the wall.
Is he okay though?
Yeah, it's okay, but it's kind of good entry to the pit.
I mean he still has another stop he needs to go, so that's, I don't know, not going to help him, but he got required repairs. There's Benzie coming off of 4 to pit road along with Pinero. Pinero's really going to gain some spots there. I know Benzie hit that pretty hard, but as you get to this point in the race, here comes DeGroot. Here comes Collins. So these guys next to last stops. 150. So another 30 or so. We'll put them into the 180s for final stops.
Maybe 25 laps to go, maybe should be.
And also we see Adams on pit road as well. Benzie's stop is done. He's down and away, and he's going to race off Pinero. Pinero's going to get the drop on him off of pit road.
Wow. Now,
and Presley Sora passes him.
Oh.
And Frankenfeld. So Frankenfeld and Sora. Now Sora needs a stop in about 6 laps or so, give or take. Well, no. I tell you what, I don't know if he could do it. I really don't know. But if Sora could somehow, he's 25 laps into his stint. I'm not sure how he could do it, but if he could somehow save fuel here and get really as close as possible to 170. I mean, he's been doing 34, so if he can get to 166, he's done.
25. Oh, you're right. Could be, 36. Oh. So you have a 25.
Yeah, he went 34 in his last one. He's on lap 25 now, coming to lap 26. So let's say he just does...
Oop. Okay, could be. Remember, one on pits road is 1 lap. So if you do, 36 and 36 is to the end.
I mean, that's kind of that's Alexander Rossi type mileage, but it's possible if the numbers are right. And we keep in mind that also there was a little bit of caution involved in there, but if he can strengthen it out, lengthen it out, turn the map down to stay in the draft of Frankenfeld here. Frankenfeld trying to break the draft, which is in his advantage right now. That's what he definitely needs to have happen. Okay. Let's do a real quick side-by-side with Worldwide Technology Raceway, and then we were going to come back, and we will run down the field for the finish here of this 500-mile race from Indianapolis. We'll be right back. Word from Worldwide Technology Raceway.
3 years of sellout crowds, 3 years of edge-of-your-seat action, 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR, and now NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship playoffs are coming Sunday, September 7th, 2025. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year. Since 2010, race fans have had one burning question. When will the Xfinity Series return to Worldwide Technology Raceway? You asked, NASCAR delivered. On Saturday, September 6, 2025, the magic is back. The track that launched the legendary careers of Harvick, Busch, Keselowski, Edwards, and Earnhardt Jr. is now ready to write that next chapter. We're going to introduce you to a new crop of future champions and Hall of Famers. And in the process, we'll create more of the greatest moments in racing history. NASCAR Weekend 2025, the NASCAR Cup Series Championship Playoffs, the Confluence Music Festival, and now 250 miles of the NASCAR Xfinity Series. 2 incredible races, 1 challenging track, a 3-day party of epic proportions. Go to www.raceway.com and lock in your weekend racing and camping packages for as little as $20 down.
Go, Seth.
And we are back as we're watching this battle between Frankenfeld and Sora, Panero, Bensi, and Smith.
Okay.
There goes Sora.
Oh.
So, no, he was not able to get to anything remotely close to we thought that he could probably get to. So he's going to have to do a splash and dash at the end, unfortunately.
So we come back to the target of Owens. We can, maybe I'm going to put Stanley over there, and maybe Hendricks to be a top 10. But that's the target we have now. So Weeks is our target to the end. So he needs to 10 more laps to go to the end.
Yeah, Weeks is 20 laps into his current stint. If he just comes to pit road at lap 170, he is done for the race. And he could pass a great deal of people just by doing that. And short filling, actually, as well. You don't have to wait till the tank is empty on these things. 161 of 200. Let's go through the field, shall we? There's Chad Frankenfeld, who's had a race of his life here. He's come so close so many times. Can he get that today? Can he get the monkey off his back? Can he take that long-awaited sip of milk just like Tony Kanaan did in his 13th start. This is a 12th start for Chad. He's started 4th, been leading for a lot of this second half of this race. Pinero is currently 2nd, started on the pole, dominated the first half of this race, but since he has fallen off the lead, he has not regained it. Caleb Benzie up 10 spots from the starts and looking to repeat here in Indianapolis and has himself in position to do so. We told you in the pre-race, watch Hunter Smith. He's been fast all month long, and it helped by a very lucky yellow flag while coming the pit road. He is now 4th. From the famed Team I-5G is Hamilton Akabuezi. Akabuezi is currently now 5th, and he is 12 spots improved over where he started. He might be one of the names to watch as we get into the late stages of this race. However, calculations and focus right now is currently turning to this group of drivers right here, led by Jordan Owens, who started in the middle of the front row, led some early laps, kind of fell back, and has maintained a very solid and consistent pace. Owens is currently 5th in the IndyCar standings and is looking to capitalize on a possible W here in his first Indy 500. If you go down through history and think of some first-time rookie winners, Alexander Rossi, Helio Castro Neves, Juan Montoya. I mentioned Juan Montoya and him in the opening promo. Two guys that started on the front row in their first Indy 500s. Matthew Weeks, the 2-time Cup Series champion. And he wanted to remind me that, when I say that he has many wins in other series, he wanted to remind me, and he demanded his flowers from me. He said, don't forget, I am a 2-time Cup Series champion. Okay, all right.
Oh, okay.
All right, okay, all right. So, yeah, 2-time Cup Series champion Matthew Weeks currently in a position, strategy-wise, to maybe get a W. We'll see. Ethan Stanley, last race winner at Laguna Seca, currently 8th. And I think we think that maybe he's in a position too. Tyler Fode is in 9th. Seb Alexander in 10th. AJ Hobson. Again, this deserves a shout out. AJ started back in 31st. He's up 20 spots.
Quiet over there.
Give it up for the last row guys, yeah. I mean, you can't have an IndyCar race without an AJ in it, and if you have an AJ in your lineup, I mean, he's got to go forward, right? He's got to challenge for the lead, and he's just on the cusp of the top 10. Sam Alexander's going to take a look at Fode going into side of 3. I think we're just at a period where these tires are not going to allow a car on the low side to get a good run, but he's going to try it anyways, and he backs off. Should we mention Weeks up 17 spots as well. Nick DeGroot, well, we expect him to come in probably in about 3 laps because the DeGroot strategy demands you pit at lap 170. We'll see if DeGroot comes in at 170. Trey Holmes in 13th, a very quiet race for the rookie. Justin Wadsworth, he's up 16 spots from starting in 30th. Ryan Campbell, the tire changer for Dale Coyne Racing, and driver for Rogue Racing, is racing his teammate back there at 15th and 16th. He's the lead Rogue Racing driver at the moment in the lineup. He's up 10 spots to 15th. Jacob Collins, his teammate, is in 16th. Jacob's fallen a little bit, but this is the first 500, and you got to expect some learnings going on. Jim Harrigan's 17th. He's up 6 spots. William White, he's back there in 18th. Wadsworth getting around Holmes. There, we're going to miss that one right there. Wadsworth now up to 13th, but William White back in 18th, right where he started. Long day for him, but if you don't finish any worse than where you started, it's still, I guess it's a break-even good day. Brendan Trost, not the day he really wants, but he's still on the lead lap in 19th. Indica Scarlett has had a bad second half of the race, down 12 positions. But it's gotten without excitement as was involved in the first incident and caution of the day. He is just keeping it between the lines now, trying to get this 500 miles complete. Maybe racing a damaged car. We shall see. And Presley Sora, who came to pit road about 8 laps ago. He's going to have to stop again. He will get his lap back when everyone else pits, but he will have to pit probably at the end with a splash and dash, unless there's a lot of caution between now and then. Josh Adams, he's at 22nd. Justin Vandermarl, he is in 23rd. Should be mentioned, Adams is up 6 spots. Mark Rebilas, our sponsor of today's race, is in 24th, up 9 spots. And Clindy on pit road for the extended stop. He is currently shown in 25th. A long day for the traveling salesman right now, or at least traveling businessman. He is in a hotel room currently running this race with a rig that is probably not ideal. And he has struggled today, but he's up 4 spots, currently shown in 25th. That is your through the field. Currently also out of the race, Jesper Orman is checked in Chad's 26th, Logan Spaps 27th, Chris Stouffer 28th, Dan Marrera 29th, Marshall Stanley in 30th, Akash Rajesh in 31st, Ryan Scholl 32nd, Gavin Hibbs is in 33rd. That is our 33-car field through the field. And we are at the point where last pit stop's going to occur and we can get to the end.
So Matthew Weeks do it 31, like I said. So could we go on lap 73, 173 or 74? Actually, it's going now.
He's coming now. Final stop for Matthew Weeks.
For full fuel, sorry.
This will be full fuel and tires, full service.
And he can push whatever he wants.
Yes, he can go as hard as he wants. Now is not a time to get a speeding penalty.
By the way, oh, Hendrick, he hit the wall.
Who hit the wall?
Jim Hendrick.
Oh, Jim Herrick?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh. Let's see what happened to Herrick. Did you just lock it up and it go to the inside or outside?
No, he hit the wall inside the pit.
Day done. Herrick was... you got to hate that. And you're coming to your final stop.
They have a good strategy to be on top... top 10.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, that's unfortunately... Weeks is now out. He rejoins in 19th, 1 lap down, but he could push to the end. Jacob Collins on pit road, Ryan Campbell on pit road. So this is a team stop for teammates. They're going to drag race off pit road, but they're going to help each other, hopefully. Owens, pit road, final time. Let's ride with him over his shoulder as he comes down to his stall. Right up at the very long run down pit road. He's one of the first stalls. It'll be the second one since he started in the outside or in the middle of the first row. Slides in, goes up on the jacks. New set of tires, full set of just whatever fuel you needed to get to the end now at this point. At this point, you do not need a full tank. He is down and away in 9.5 seconds. You can come off the bottom and come up to speed. Let's see where he cycles out. Sora's already by him. Where does Weeks come out? Weeks is right behind him. There is one of the 4D cars. That's actually Frankenfeld, the leader. And he's out in front of Weeks. There goes Pinero. So Owens in front of Weeks. That might be key.
Better find it out Owens. Wait, okay, Owens, I found it Owens. That's sweet.
The other cars coming down pit road. Vandermaal right for his final stop. Trey Holmes, his final stop. He's down, done and away. Pinheiro.
Yeah.
Off of Ethan Stanley there. Stanley's final stop is done. Owens, now Stanley and Owens, that is a battle for position. Caleb Benzie, final stop.
Oh, he kind of far on Weeks. But if he, Owens and Stanley try to fight each other, could be Wings going close.
Final stop for our defending champion. Can he go back-to-back like Joseph Newgarden? Down in the way, we'll find out here in about 23 laps.
It's coming weak. About Clendy, slice loose on turn 4, hit the wall on the left. Game over for him.
And now Ethan Stanley get around Benzie coming up to speed. Oh, Benzie's already up to speed, so Benzie defends. And he's out in front of those guys that he needed to stay out in front of. So I don't think, unless somebody can, Zora's got to come to pit road for a dash of gas here. Sometime in the next 20 laps. It's going to be really close to the end. We'll see. Maybe he can make it. Zora's at 11th. Benzie's now 10th. Pinheiro is the leader because Frankenfeld coming to pit road final time. Final time.
I think Pinheiro waited for the yellow flag because he's defended the first position on Smith. Oh, sorry, Stanley. Sorry.
Yeah, Stanley. Stanley's a lap down. So, final stop for Seb Alexander. So Frankenfeld down and away. Does this become his day? We will find out here in just over 20 laps. Pinheiro is our leader. Pinheiro now coming to pit road. Look how fast he's coming to pit road. He hits the cones spot on. Could this be his first win here in the ERL Indy 500? AJ Hobson coming to pit road, final stop. Could this be the pit stop that nails the win that he's been looking for a very long time? Hunter Smith now the leader.
Look at that. Alexander's over there, no?
Seb Alexander, he's back on the racetrack. So he just came back on the racetrack. He's ahead of Weeks.
Yeah. Yes, so the thing is battle for the week, I think.
Prost and Frankenfeld. This is a battle for just position at the moment because Prost is going to have to come to pit road here relatively soon. And Frankenfeld gets the drop on Pinheiro and also gets the drop on Benzie. So Frankenfeld now in a position to get that win if he can hold off these two in the closing stages here at Indianapolis in the 13th running of the Rebilas Photography Indy 500. Trost coming to pit road for the final time. But now your top four, well, Fody is staying out. He is coming to pit road any time now. He's going to go to the end.
So the battle is Stanley, Aquavesi, Owens, Seb Alexander, and Weeks for the victory.
I don't know. I think Frankenfeld can make it.
Frankenfeld is 2 laps. Wow.
I think Frankenfeld can make it now.
You're right. I really counted Frankenfeld.
I thought maybe that the guys that we were talking about before had a shot if they could get the pit road and it was a quick enough and short enough fill that they could make up some time, but there was just not enough time there to be made.
Oh, we really did run on the selection, to be honest. But yeah, you're right. You're really right.
Rebilas up high. Gonna let the leader go. He's gonna let P2 go. He's gonna stay up high. Bodie is still the leader, but he is going to have to stop. This is the battle for the lead right here, even though it's watching second and third. Also involved Presley Sora, but he's going to have to, he might make it to the end. We don't know. Hunter Smith. So Sora is now 23 laps in, and he went 30 last time. So no, he's going to be 10 laps short, actually, I think, give or take. So Hunter Smith will get around Sora just by virtue of him coming to pit road.
Oh, Piñeiro on the wall.
Oh, yeah, Frankenfeld was leading him up there. You saw it happen. You saw him set it up in 3 where he went high and Pinheiro went high to follow, and that cost him a little bit of pace. And now that actually slowed him down going down the front stretch, and now Frankenfeld out to, as he passes for the lead, because Fodi on pit road, he's now got a 0.7 of a second lead.
He's coming Benzi over there because that leave make close on Benzi.
Adams is in the middle here. He really needs to kind of get out of the way, especially in the closing stages.
I think they don't want to.
He doesn't want, and he got into the wall a little bit there in the short shoot. Pinheiro up high. Now remember, Adams did not really yield for Benzi a little bit earlier in the race. So he's going to race every lap hard, but he is 2 laps down to the leaders in the middle of it. And Pinheiro just going to send it to the inside. And now we're going to get to see Adams and Benzi once again. If see how memories runs long, if he's going to give Benzi a hard time again, or he's just going to let him go here in the closing stages. Remember, everybody's memories runs long, especially in these broadcasted races. When they go back and they watch them, they go, ah, yeah, that guy gave me a hard time. Like, oh, yeah, this guy in the Larson livery gave me a hard time. Benzi's got to run. Let's see if he sends it into 3. And we've seen a lot of these passes happen in 3 very late. Adams going to stay on the high side. Is going to let Benzi through. And he does. Benzi's clear. So now our leaders are all within direct contact of one another. It is 1, 2, 3. Unless there's a caution, Hunter Smith is not in contention for this race in the closing stages. The winners you're looking at are right here, right in your picture. Frankenfeld, Pinheiro, and Benzi. Unless we get a caution, Hunter Smith is 4.2 seconds back behind this battle. Presley Sora in 5th is going to have to stop one more time in the last 10 laps. So that's going to move Stanley up 1, Bodie up 1, Akabuizi up 1, Owens up 1, and Alexander up 1.
They have a lap down on Frankenfeld over there. They have a 2 lap down, Trost and White.
Now, White is trying to fight this. Well, actually, Trost and White are trying to stay on the lead lap, but that's a battle for position. Now, this is a little bit different than the Adams situation. These guys are, you have every right to fight to stay on that lead lap. And you have every right to battle for position. Hey, we're going to go 3 wide. Oh, no. We're going to go 3 wide. We're going to go 3 wide, and that might not be the smartest thing. For Frankenfeld, White almost gets a little squirrely in the short shoot. And that's going to open the door for Pinheiro to get closer. I can tell you, Trost is not going to let up. Trost is not going to let up at all. He's going to stay there on the outside. He's going to push as hard as he can in the 1. Here comes Pinheiro. Pinheiro to the inside of Trost. He is there.
Uh-oh.
And this is going to open the door for Benzi.
So chat in the radio said sorry for the move on 3
car on
wide.
the inside wall. 2 cars on the inside wall. Matthew, who I don't know who it is, but we're going to go caution. That's Caleb Benzi.
It's no yellow flag.
It's Benzi and White.
Oh no. It's no yellow flag. It's still in green.
We are still green. And Netcode takes out White and our defending race champion and our points leader.
Oh my god.
So guys, we're going to see, unless we get a caution, and this field shrinks up now, Hunter Smith is now third, Ethan Stanley fourth, Tyler Fode fifth. Presley Sora did make his final stop.
Oh. Okay.
But we're going to see a first-time winner here. We're going to see a first-time winner in 10 laps. In 11 and 9 laps, we're going to see a first-time winner. It's either Chad Frankenfeld or Adriano Pinero. Frankenfeld finished 15th last May. He started 14th, finished 15th. He was the last car on the lead lap. I believe he was involved in a little bit of contact that impeded his run there at the end, but he finished nevertheless. He made the most passes on the racetrack last May in that race, but he was looking for a better finish than that. Pinero finished fourth. He started second last May. Of course, he won the pole for this race here in October. And he led 68 laps. It led the most laps last May. I believe he's going to lead the most laps here for this race as well. And he missed the win by 1/10 of a second and finished fourth. Here's Pinero to the inside. Here's Pinero to the inside once more. Okay. He's going to stay low down the front straightaway. Chad coming to the inside, trying to break the draft. There is Presley Sora ahead of him, I believe. And going to go to the outside. On the outside and one, just like Rick Mears and Marco Andretti. But this time, no, he doesn't complete the pass. Frankenfeld defends, coming off a 2. He's going to try to break the draft. Here comes the Dragon once more to the inside. That is Presley Sora in front of him. They do catch him. Hopefully Sora gets out of the way. Sora's now in 16th. Last car on the lead lap. Through the south end of the racetrack. To the north end of the racetrack, excuse me. Into turn 4. Coming to lap 194 and 6 to go. Pinero getting a run. Chad fades to the middle of the racetrack. Pinero is going to go to the inside. He's going to go to the inside. He's going to send it the 1. Chad holds the line on the outside. The old tires have the momentum on the outside, and the new tires and the old tires on the inside just don't have it. That time, Pinero has to duck back in, not have to reset one more time. Hunter Smith is like, you guys go ahead and race each other and wreck each other. I want to win this race. He's just back there as a very interested party, but he's no intention. No, he's not a contingent. Whoa, 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 whoa! Chad got to the inside, crosses over in the north chute. Side by side down the front straight. Coming to lap 195, 5 to go.
I think Sora is make the hellbound on Frankenfeld. Sorry, Sora, yeah. Wow.
Each one of these guys, 16 lap old tires for Frankenfeld, 15 lap old tires for Pinero. Frankenfeld leader by 2 now. And here we go, guys. We're coming to 196. This is a 10 miles to go. It's another qualification. You tell me, the hardest 4 laps in all of IndyCar racing, is it qualifying for the Indy 500 just to make the race? Or is it 4 laps, the last 4 laps of the race to win the Indy 500?
It's the last 4 laps for Indy 500. To be honest, it's like we've been here for 2 hours and 20 minutes and lose the race just in that thing is really, really tough. So I see Pinero going too close on the apron. Very close.
Frankenfeld has led 67 laps, by the way, so he is our lap leader, and he is with Sora. So he's getting the aid of the draft, but he's getting dirty air from Sora. Does Sora get out of the way? Yes, Sora does get out of the way, but Frankenfeld is going to use the draft. So is Pinero. Sora actually lifts the accelerator to going into 1.
So no more help.
They're actually going to lose a position to Trost there. That's not going to help him. Poor guy.
So be careful if the yellow flag is coming out. In one more lap, it's going to be over the race.
Frankenfeld leader by 5.
So now Frankenfeld, they don't have more help from nobody. So that's why he keep the position, because they have a Sora. Give you a little bit of the drop, but they can give you a little bit to keep the position in.
2 to go, trying to break the draft down the front straight. 198. Actually saying 3 to go. Sorry. You have to count the last lap. Down the backstretch. Trying to break the draft once again. Pinheiro pulls within 4/10. But not close enough in the 3.
So I am Pinheiro. I gonna start to figure out how I'm gonna pass him, how it's gonna be my next move to the last lap. Because if you're in the second place and the last lap, at least you have a possibility to get the position on the turn 3 to win the race. Should be.
Both these gentlemen have their foot buried on their accelerator. Their legs probably are shaking. I can't even tell you what their heart rates are right now, as they are dreaming about getting this Indy 500 win here. 2 to go. Coming off of corner number 4. One more time. Frankenfeld needs to stare at this corner. We get the white flag. 1 lap to go here at Indianapolis.
Come on, Pinheiro.
Pinheiro going to look to the outside. He's going to full send it in the short chute. Not going to have enough room, but he's within 1/10. Turn 2 in front of the Riley Children's Hospital suites down the backstretch. Pinheiro getting awfully close to the wall. Half a lap to go for Chad Frankenfeld down the backstretch. As we look at turn 3 for the final time, Pinheiro not in a position like Newgarden was, and for his win of the 500, almost getting into the wall into the chute. He's clear in 4. He's staring at the checkered flag. One more time, Chad Frankenfeld looking at the win of the Indy 500. Can he do it? And he will by 2/10 over Pinheiro. Your winner here in Indianapolis.
Oh, Pinheiro. He went through. I think so. He make a mistake and the turn. Take the turn 3. That's unfortunate for Pinheiro. Again, another year. I said another year, because this year is the second time he finished on second position. Finally, for Frankenfeld, win the race after
12 starts.
Yes.
12 starts.
Wow.
12 starts. Almost just like, I keep saying, Tony Kanaan. And there you go, Chad Frankenfeld with that long sought after and awaited Indy 500 win. Is your winner tonight over Adriano Pinheiro. Another top 5 for Pinheiro. Another second place for Pinheiro. He will win this race one day. He will. But not today. Hunter Smith, he told you all along to watch this guy. He's had a fast month. He finishes 3rd. Great run for him, and a great run for the Little Eagle team, finishing 1st and 3rd on the podium. Ethan Stanley in 4th. Tyler Fody 5th. Akabueasy in 6th. Seth Alexander in 7th. Jordan Owens, who almost, we thought maybe might have a shot at this thing. Middle of the front row, had a great race. Top 10 finish, finishes 8th. Matthew Weeks, 2-time Cup Series champion. Yeah, we'll give him his love. We'll give him his flowers. We'll give him that respect that he's demanding there. P9 for number 2. And AJ Hobson, the guy who starts back in the last row. 21 spots. He finishes 10th. Nick DeGroot 11th, Wadsworth in 12th, another one of the guys that came from way back in the 30s. Campbell 13th, Trey Holmes 14th, Collins 15th, Sora 16th, Trost 17th, Scarlett 18th, Adams 19th, and Vandermarl in 20th. Rebilas in 21st. Caleb Bency, 22nd. This is going to be one he wants back. William White, 23rd. And an incident off of turn 2 in the last, and that inside of that last 20 laps, kind of deciding this race between the top 2 when Caleb got taken out. Herrick in 24th. Glindy 25th. Orman 26th. Spath 27th. Stouffer 28th. Morera 29th. And Marshall Stanley in 30th. And Rajesh in 31st. Schold and 32nd, and Gavin Hibbs coming in 33rd.
I think so. For me, the man of the race is AJ Hobson, for sure, with 21 spot on there. So that's the man for the race.
Well, let's rack up some replays here, and we'll get into the interview room. I know we're going to have some very happy people in the interview room, and I know that unfortunately we won't be joined by Panero, but he hopefully will be sending you a message, and we can read that momentarily. But we're getting some replays queued up here, and we will bring up Hunter Smith. Here we go. And Ethan Stanley, by the way, had the purple lap at a 40.659. So good on him. And go to the interview. And let's bring up Hunter Smith. And here he is in the booth with us. Hunter joining myself and Luis Gonzalez Nunez. Hunter, kind of said it in the pre-racing when we introduced your car in the starting lineup, but you've been fast we call it all month. It's only been 2 weeks here. Fast in the last 2 weeks here. You had a great qualification to tip. You were fast in practice, and you were fast in the race. And you got yourself in a really fortuitous position when that caution fell, when you guys came to pit road. That really got you some much-needed track position. And at the end of the day, a podium finish for you to join your teammate on the podium as your teammate wins, and you get 3rd place.
Yep. Super happy for Chad. That's a huge win for our team at Little Eagle Racing, to say the least. Yeah, qualifying 7th, best I've ever qualified for this race. Usually I'm in the last row shootout. Last year I ended up starting the race in 29th. So very happy to qualify 7th. That's thanks to Ryan Schold. He did all of our work for getting the car set up for qualifying. But yeah, this was the cleanest Indy 500 I've ever ran. I mean, I did hit the wall in pit entry once, but
we heard about that, yeah.
Other than that, though, kept the car nice and clean, and got lucky with the caution, and IMS, she won me in 3rd, and she let me finish 3rd. So I can't complain.
Well, I'm sure this is also going to help you in the points championship as well. We don't really talk much about points certainly when it comes to Indianapolis, because really everyone wants that win, but you're in contention in the top 10 in the point standing, so this is going to be some much needed points for the remainder of the championship. We're going to go let you celebrate, because I know that's a big deal, and you want to go celebrate with your teammate who has been fighting for a win here for 12 starts now and finally got that first win. So any shout outs, friends, family, sponsors you want to say hi to before we let you go?
Absolutely, yeah. We want to appreciate Worship Peace and with them sponsoring the series. Ever since we brought them on back in 2021, they've been a phenomenal partner. And our team had good old Sharon Fortner looking over us. It's Justin Fortner's grandma. She passed away, sadly, earlier this week, so he wasn't able to run tonight. But I think he said that she was watching tonight, and I think it was true, because this is the best our team's ever performed. But yeah, just proud of Chad, proud of Little Eagle Racing and how we've developed this program. And yeah, this is going to be a good springboard to moving on to the season. So hopefully we can go for a championship. We'll see how it goes.
Nothing wrong with a little guardian angel help. I'll say that much. Well, congratulations, and we'll catch you at the next race at Detroit. But, man, go celebrate. You had a great run here. 3rd place, best finish here at the Indy 500. And we'll rack it up again next May and see if you can improve on that.
Sounds like a plan. Have a good one, guys.
All right. And do you have a word from Panero at all?
No, I waited for him.
No.
Nope. Maybe on the end. If it's not, understandable.
Yeah, understandable. Let's go ahead and bring up our winner, Chad Frankenfeld. Hey, Chad, we got you here in the booth with Gary and LGN. I've been kind of comparing you all race long kind of to that, getting that first win a la Tony Kanaan. He did it in his 13th start. You did it in your 12th start, and you really had the battle at the end there with a proven winner. 600 over 600 wins on iRacing. Panero has. Of course, we know he's won many championships in the IndyCar Oval Series, IndyCar Fixed Series. He's run races at just about every level he's been at, and to have him running you down, I mean, that you couldn't have pushed your accelerator any farther into the floor, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, I was, every time I got to a gap that I felt like I was good, he would crank it up somehow. And I was, and the whole time I'm thinking, like, how is he doing that? I mean, even in the end there, I mean, I think like throughout the race, me and him were kind of going back and forth, and like at one point, I felt like I could hold him behind based off of the way the dirty air was working, and but like late in the race there, I don't know where he found that extra gear, um, and I was trying everything. I was coming off the corner super high, hoping he would get some dirty air and maybe clip the wall a little bit enough to get me to out of his stream. But I mean, it was wild, and I mean, as everybody knows, Adriano is an absolute stud on here. So to be able to beat him heads up was just, I mean, that's pretty awesome.
And also, we talk about how football is like the game of inches, and racing is the little game of seconds. And if you, the one and only caution that we had, just happened to come at the right time when you guys were on pit road, and you just cycled right back up to the front. How fortuitous was that caution falling for when you guys came to pit road, because you were kind of pitting a little bit earlier than everyone?
Yeah, my teammate Ryan last season, we came up with a strategy where, we kind of pit a lap or two before everybody else because the tires were wearing enough where you could run a couple flyers. That was the strategy we went. It's almost, we kind of wanted to go with the Pagano strategy in 19, where he just kind of floored it the whole race and just whatever happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what our strategy was, because I don't really want to fuel save for 500 miles. So,
it almost turned into one
honestly,
of those.
Yeah, and last year, I mean, last season, we get a caution at a certain time. I mean, we're sitting pretty as well. It just, it just, the yellow played out, and I happened to look out of the corner of my eye and see the smoke, and I just had to calm myself down, because I was like, okay, I'm not gonna get lapped here. I'm gonna be able to pass the pace car, and luckily everything worked out, obviously, in the end.
Shout outs, friends, family, sponsors. I know this is a long awaited one for you, so I'm sure you have a long list of them. It's a long time coming too. First win in quite a while here in the series. Something always seems to happen kind of in your neck of the woods. Somebody spins out and they take you out with them, but today kind of turned out to be the perfect day.
Yeah, I got to thank Kicking the Tires. Obviously, they've been on my cars, all my series across the board. Little Eagle Racing. Those guys have made it where even on a bad night, I can have at least a good time because I'm running with friends. I just got to thank you guys, ERN, everybody in Elite, the guys we have in this series that come out every week, and not just this series, all of our series. This race just keeps getting bigger every time we come out, and the field is so strong. It's just I'm just super thankful that the event is what it is, and I'm looking forward to the next one in May, obviously. And like I said, I just want to thank you guys again. Thank you to Warrior for Peace. Yeah, I just appreciate it.
All right, you know the drill. You got to take a video of yourself drinking milk. You can pour it on yourself if you want to, but you got to take a video of yourself drinking the milk, and you got to post it on the Discord.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure it out. I don't want the wife to get mad at me, so I gotta figure this out.
No, I think this is excusable. Yeah, if it means you got to run out tomorrow to get a new gallon, go out and get a new gallon tomorrow. But you only get your first 500 win once. So I think if the wife is truly a loving wife, I think she will give in on this one.
Yeah, I think so too. So
there was a lot of silence. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll make it work.
All right, we'll post the video. We'll catch it on Discord. Congratulations. Go celebrate your first Indy 500 win here in your 12th start.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, I see Pinero in the waiting room. Do we want to bring him up?
Ah, yeah.
Bring him up?
Let's see what I do.
Okay. Can you talk with him? If does he know Spanish? I know it's Portuguese.
It should be the same. Pinheiro, are you there?
There he is. You're on mute. Adriano Pinero, welcome to the booth. Congratulations on finishing second.
Hello, friends. I apologize. I speak little English, so I will not be able to answer any question. First, I want to congratulate Hunter for his victory and Chad for the victory. I'm very happy for Chad. It's a great guy. I will talk a little about my race. I tried to lead as many laps as possible, but Chad managed to lead more. The yellow flag helped me with the strategy. I knew it was possible to save fuel, but I believe in the yellow flag. In the last part of the race, I was in P5, and the dirt area was really difficult. Was very difficult to overtake. I managed to get to second place with the pit stops. In the final, I tried to win, but Chad defended himself very well. I'm very tired, but I'm happy with the P2. The result helped me a lot in the championship. Well, I want to thank my sponsor, Brad King. I want to thank you guys from the broadcast. I like you guys a lot. You're very cool. That's it. Good night, guys.
Good night. Congratulations, and thank you for joining us very much. Your English wasn't that bad.
Obrigado, Adriano. Thank you.
Obrigado. Thank you.
Yeah, his English wasn't. He did a good job. There are Americans that speak worse English than that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we understand everything, so it's okay.
That's good. Well, final thoughts from you. I think it was a fun race. I like to see all these races that we have with a lot of green flag racing. That just opens the strategy up, especially in fixed setup races when everyone else is racing the same setup. Somebody does something different on pit road, and all of a sudden they're kind of up in the standings. And if you look at the top 10, Ethan Stanley up 11 spots. Hamilton Akabueasy up 11 spots. Matthew Weeks up 15 spots. AJ Hobson, who started way back in 31st, up 21 spots. There was a lot of strategy at play going on with some movers and shakers that maybe if they started a little bit forward, we'd be looking at a different set of top 10 and maybe a different winner entirely.
Yeah, sure. It was a very, very enjoyable race today. Also make the championship turn more excited because you already said Pinheiro and Stanley is the leaders so far for
they are
now.
The leaders, yeah.
And Chad is for 1 point there. And then 40 is for 13 points there. So everything is possible. We have a 4 to go, Detroit, Watkins Glen, and then it's coming 3 ovals to the end. Iowa, Michigan 500, the US 500 actually. There's nobody's gonna get the bonus actually.
No bonus.
Yeah, no bonus for nobody. And the end, Watkins Glen. Sorry, I said Watkins Glen. No, Gateway, Worldwide Technology Raceway. That is the name of the race. So, we're talking about that's going to happen when it's Indy 500. We're talking about probably who's going to happen. We think it's going to be White, and then it's turned to Pinheiro and Chad. Chad really did good strategy on pit road. Like I told you, he went on the second stint from 2 seconds, 2.2 to be less than 1 second, and the guy went over everyone, and then I think Pinheiro, I think Pinheiro did run the enter on turn 3. He did good on turn 2. He followed good on back straight, but the moment when he approached to turn 3 to try to catch on turn 4, he did wrong. I think so. He went through the car. He thinking about maybe Chad is gonna be a little bit scary about the true of or the sended of Pinheiro, but Chad is just want to win the race. So he did well, and he was a good race. And I think again the man of the day is AJ Hobbs for me.
Yeah,
with 20 over the 10 something spot. I don't have the thing now over here because I turned I
21
the iRacing
21 spots. Yeah.
So that's a lot. So good race. Next one is Detroit. How many? 80 laps. Oh my God, 80 laps in Detroit. So that's hard. It's very hard. So it's not gonna be easy for everyone. And also it's very bumpy. Yeah, it's hard. So different thing. I hope to see all of these top 10 in the race next week.
Well, we had to kind of put this to get this broadcast together a little bit differently, so there might have been some bugs and then hiccups involved, but overall, we hope you all enjoyed it. We thought it was a pretty good race and a pretty good finish, and can't wait till next May, where we get to do this all over again. But we're going to do it for tonight. I've been literally prepping for this race since noon today. I took the day off of work and everything, so I've had my fill of iRacing. I've had my fill of SDK. I've had my fill of ATVO. I'm ready to go hang out with my wife and go ahead and get some sleep. And I'll be back doing this again tomorrow and about 14 hours, 15 hours from now when we're over on VOR. Me and Brian Campbell, as a matter of fact, who finished in 13th tonight, we'll be going the action over on VOR at 3 p.m. Eastern when the DW12 series visits Pocono. So we'll be over there here in seeming like not much more than 14, 15, 16 hours from now. So get your rest in. It's a hard knock life. I know. So that's it tonight. Once again, your podium for the 13th running of the Rebilas Photography Indy 500 from Indianapolis. Chad Frankenfeld gets that long-awaited first win. Adriano Pinheiro so close again for another win. Second straight top 5 for him, though. He finishes second, and Hunter Smith, great finish here for him. And then the Little Eagle squad finishes 1 and 3. They are going to be very happy as well. Join ERN again next week as it's back to the grind for the championship and the schedule. Will there be any post-Indy hangovers? Well, we'll tune and find out as the series moves to the streets of Belle Isle and Detroit. But the Elite Detroit Grand Prix coverage begins around 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, at 7:45 p.m. Eastern. And you can find everything right here at youtube.com. At youtube.com, well, just do a keyword search for Elite Racing Network. Now, as you know, the YouTube algorithm game's not easy, so please help support ERN with the weekly grind and leave a comment below. Let us know your thought of tonight's race, and if you enjoyed tonight's coverage, support us by smashing like in the video. If you're new, click subscribe, or while you at it, hit the bell for weekly reminders so don't miss out on more of other ERN's iRacing programming. The Elite Racing League's IndyCar Series naming rights are paid for by the Warriors for Peace. Warriors for Peace is the foundation promoting peaceful change in the world to honor the beautiful life of Jack Shockley. Check out warriorsforpeace.org for more information. Special thank you to the ERL's premier sponsors, Blue Egg Marketing, Worldwide Technology Racewear, and Raceway, and 4D Racewear. Don't spin your wheels. Accelerate your success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big. To learn more about Blue Egg, go to blueeggmarketing.com or click on their link in the stream description. Worldwide Technology Raceway, what we all know it as a motorsport facility in Madison, Illinois, just east of St. Louis. To learn more about Worldwide Technology Raceway, to buy tickets for their premier events, check out www.raceway.com or click on the link in the description. You can buy your tickets today. 4D Racewear, check out their line of battle-tested, made for sim racing gloves, shoes, and apparel. Visit them today at 4dayracewear.com or click on their link in the stream description. It should go without saying, and I did it without saying, that track cams for this race are provided by Whiplash Cams, and they are the sponsor of the final lap of the race. And I did not shout them out like I'm supposed to, but they are exclusive track cams providers of the ERN. Get the most out of your iRacing experience with Whiplash Sim Cams. Hey man, we had a close finish for the Indy 500. What do you expect from me? I'm semi-pro at this at best. To learn more about Whiplash, like them on Facebook, follow them on X or Instagram. A keyword search as just Whiplash Sim Cams. The links are in the description. For business inquiries to learn more about Elite Racing League and what we do, visit eliteracingleague.com. Subscribe on YouTube, like us on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram. As always, links are in the description. So for LGN, everyone here at ERN, I'm Gary Godsoe saying to all good night and thanks for watching, and to all of our men and women serving in the military and as first responders, Godspeed, God bless, and come home safe. Catch us again next week in Detroit for the next race of the Elite Racing League's Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. Good night, everybody.